Hi guys, welcome to earnings season. I'm Randy at RT Row.
And I'm Danai at H Danai.
And this is earnings season, a show where we sit and talk about finance in a way that is not boring.
Yeah, I have some good guests for you this week.
Yeah.
People if we're talking about finance, we're the right people for you.
Yeah, you're excited that I talk to these guys. So, you know, we have the guys from, some of the gentlemen, I should say, from...
Yeah, we showed them out already.
Yeah, we showed them out properly. So to people who get 2 shout outs, for people, you know, since I have been interacting with them, I've been impressed from the get-go. And then Danai Danai and I met, 3? 3 of them at an point at Khalila's launch at Taking Stock. Yeah. Big up Khalila, big up Taking Stock.
Yeah.
So we have with us 3 other guys, including the founder of 8. I have that right? The founder?
Yes.
Yes. Co-founder.
Man,
That's
bring
right.
the big team to it.
That's right. No Beyonce. The gentleman from 876 Invest. Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for being with us this week.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having us.
And I'll introduce you. Well, I'll allow you to introduce yourselves. Like if you listen to the podcast, you guys listen to the podcast?
Yeah, man. Definitely.
Wow, you're not for say just because you're hearing it. Danai doesn't listen to the podcast. I have to listen to the podcast. He doesn't. Yeah. But yeah, introduce yourself. I'll make you from the left. People not seeing this, but you know, from the person on the left and come here in.
All right, so hey guys, Malik Thomas, as the man said, co-founder of 876 Invest.
Hey guys, I'm David Nunes, also co-founder of 876 Invest.
And this is Kurt Douglas at CRLB with 2 underscores on Twitter, co-founder of 876 Invest.
You're the man that is the hardest. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, well,
Apologies, keep going. Start over. Let me not interrupt you. Go again.
Yeah, so guys, I'm Kurt Douglas, Kramer or at CRLB _ on Twitter. Me that.
Yeah, so this is the
We have
3.
we have 2 co-founders and me that.
And me that. Wow.
What's understood what have to be said.
Yeah. Well, give the people some intro to it, because you're all. I should give people a description. You're all very young. Who's the oldest?
I think I am currently 23 and the other 22.
Holy crap! So you're 23. You're 23, and so Kramer is. I call him username.
Yeah, Kramer, I realized.
Kramer Rao. Yeah. Kirk. I'll say Kirk. And what I thought you're the oldest.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you're not. Tell the people who's talking again, because I know people not going to hear it, because they're not seeing, so they're only hearing. Yeah. So you are
David Nunes.
So David, I just want people to catch the voice, and
Malik Thomas, man.
And Malik, and that's Malik, so people can get the voices. Malik, David, and not Kramer. Yeah, not Kramer. Yeah. And your ages, because you said you were actually the oldest.
Yeah.
Malik, 23. Exactly, not Malik.
So Kirk is the oldest.
Here, you can just stick with Kramer.
No, I'm probably going to, but no, after Miss Jilly J, after Miss Jilly J, I have learned to ensure that I get people's names correct. I'm putting some effort into it. Yeah.
So almost everybody
call it. You call yourself Kramer Rao Investments or something like that. Or was that? That's like your dream. That was like your dream thing, right? That's one of the things you're pushing towards.
Kramer Rao crap.
We'll see how it goes.
You see it go. I like that. Yeah.
So if you see a holding company and a
Top 10.
Kramer Rao.
Yeah. You know what's up.
So
I hope I see it. That's the kind of thing I like to see.
Somebody here, I'm not gonna buy it now. Before.
No, but I hope. Yeah. I hope you said that tomorrow morning a company's office go incorporate that, right? Before somebody grab it.
No tax now, so you're good.
Yeah.
True.
That's actually true. You should grab that. You should, yeah. I encourage everybody to that. You have a good business idea, you have a good business name, a little dream.
Lock it down.
Take the 25 grand and lock it down if you're serious about it. Yeah, go. Incorporation is one thing. If you have a product you're selling something with a name on it, go and get the copywriting done. Yeah, Jaipo. Yeah, I put the links for both of those in the company's office. Company's office you can do online.
Yeah, you can just
Jaipo you can get the process online. You have to go in person, but yeah.
And the online thing really saved your life.
Really saved your life.
I had to do all that.
Yeah.
In person. And that whole day. You're going back on it.
Okay, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I only two.
I think you can get something wrong again.
Yeah. So company's office.
I'm not going to go through my experience.
Yeah. Yeah, so company's office really is a blessing with the getting online
Trust me.
update. Yeah,
Makes
you
your
still
life.
have to go in for the trademark stuff though, but you know, not too bad. But company's office reach, and you can 25 grand, no taxes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, so that's great. If you really think about it, put the 25 grand in, protect yourself. That's what we're going towards. So yeah, we have the guys from 876 Invest here. Yeah. Young investors. What would you guys describe yourselves as? Because for people who might know you on Twitter,
Yeah.
I know about it, or hear us sit down I tweet, see me tweet, listen to the podcast, hear us mention you guys, they might have an idea. But what would you describe yourself as?
All right, so we describe ourselves firstly as a collective of young minds who have the passion and the drive for investing, and then further to that, we are just a group of guys who believe that we can make Jamaica synonymous with investing.
I like that. Yeah, but we are, though.
At this point.
No,
I
you
don't
know,
know.
so-
Who else in the Caribbean?
But yeah.
Get in there.
Talking,
in there.
we're
Within the
talking,
region.
I'm talking the world.
When you say get in there, when you say get in
Target
there,
the youth.
I just wanted to be clear that within the Caribbean.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
of
within
course.
there.
Yeah. Up.
yeah, no, seriously, because have you like Trinidadian Stock Exchange Barbie? Like,
No.
you know what?
No, I do. I pay attention. You pay
Yeah.
attention to everything, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's some good things here. The Grace Key buyout was public on the Barbadian Stock Exchange
No, as
before.
in, there are good companies in them.
No, man, I'm not
but-
saying no. I'm telling you why. It's like a tip. Yeah, that's why you pay attention to it. So that Grace Key document, it was up on the Barbadian Stock Exchange before it was up on the JSC.
Yeah.
Really?
Sometimes, yeah. And sometimes when companies share, sometimes you see information that way. Remember, you make game information. So
Yeah.
the more you can
First,
know,
who know more?
yeah, the more you can pick up to know publicly, is the better that you can find out, right? That's why
Yeah.
in this game the law is
Everybody must at one time.
yes, it's around ensuring that somebody doesn't get an unfair
Yeah,
advantage with
advantage.
information. Yeah. So when you have a fair advantage, like to me, and I don't know, obviously, I go into the Grace Key situation. I don't have any extra info than anybody else. All I know is that it was up on the Barbadian website before it was up on the
Public release, everything cool.
yeah. So it was obviously a public release, but it's like, you know, me
posted
and you
first?
plan to jump first. I mean, you jump, I'm going to see you jump. Right? But in this age of the internet, it's just a click away.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
That's
so
true.
you read it, see it fly, it go through that's just a quick tip. Yeah, that information. Yeah, never knock it. But you're right, they're not very active in terms of those exchanges.
Quick tip, information early. Just a Google thing there, a Google alert on every single name on the stock exchange.
Interesting, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, we're definitely editing that out.
Oh yeah.
Nah, I'm not editing that out. I want people to get better at it. Boom. Yeah, get better.
It's a lot of information, so good luck when you start hitting you.
Yeah. Parsing the information is the real skill. The people who can parse information, the people who can process it, which is why you guys impressed me. At least when I saw Khalila's thing and we were having a conversation. Which conversation? We were talking about Wigton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a strong conversation I had, trust me.
Yeah.
You can tell me something I never know.
Yeah, which is rare.
Yeah. It's funny because I always talk about it. I always say, oh boy, I want to know more things. I'm very okay with somebody telling me, oh yeah, talk food. Probably not in this tone, but you're talking foolishness. So let me show you the light. You know, put it in the right direction.
Yeah, definitely.
But you reach a point where sometimes other people have wrong information. Other people have no new information because you're putting yourself out there to be the first one to get it. You think through it first, all that. So people come with things more as gospel, as this big revelation, and we know it already.
Yeah, and it's not to say that we don't like when people tell us things.
Oh, definitely.
You know, we do like. It's just that it's a reality and something that I'm sure you guys come across because you pay so much attention to what happens locally in the market that chances are you know things very, very early.
Yeah.
So can you imagine, like, for example, JMB APO, you know about it because you read about it, right? And then the next day a newspaper article come out about it. Right? So everybody at work asks you about it. Right? And then the next day after that, other people heard about it, so they start asking about it. Of course, them send it around from WhatsApp. So people on WhatsApp message about it, right? It's on Friday. Right? Give it every day them ask you about it, the whole weekend them ask you about it. In your group you talk about it the whole time, right? Monday morning you come back in, the boss them know about it now. Them want to ask you, oh, that guy, the Kramer, and they know him thing. Kramer, tell me what you feel about it. And you can talk about it again. Right? And then it like Twitter. Well, it can't happen on Twitter before, but maybe somebody do a thread. Maybe David do a thread. David not there, big up JC Night too.
Yeah.
Maybe David do a thread explaining it, and David explain it, and wow, you know,
Yeah, do the rounds
it's
again.
great. Do the rounds again because everybody see, you know, because somebody now take a screenshot of the tweet and put it on Instagram, and the people on Instagram start DM you and ask you, and again and again and again and again, and you talk about it 3 weeks. Imagine if you know about something from February, what happened November. You laugh, but
Yeah.
Man,
you
that's
laugh.
perfectly.
Ask that night when him get sick of QWI. Sick of QWI from about 2018.
Yeah.
I said it see it when you read it.
No, before it even named Cuba,
Yeah.
You did it.
Yeah, we'll pick it up before them talk about it, but we never know it was. We just at the time we were speculating that you know it could be.
KW and what they were doing. Yeah.
And then KW move happened, and then after a while it was just we're looking at some signs. Certain markets say it's the same thing. You want to pay attention to everything. So you see certain signs, and then them finally name it, and then 2019 happened. Imagine that. I remember I said them come to market October or September. September. Yeah, so September. No, but imagine that's a September, so we know something from maybe the September before. I have to talk. We don't talk about some board, you know. Yeah, you have to go talk about it from January, come right back down.
Every meet is news to somebody. So.
Yes. Yeah. And then imagine after that now, like, so we think, you know, about Jam T and what going on after in Jam T and how things are going very. That conversation just started up now. Yeah.
So I'm not talking enough. I'm talking enough already.
Yeah, being able to shut up or being able to have a conversation that you like, a conversation that is really, truly like back and forth. Yeah, it become a blessing.
It reach a point where, like, let's say, like on podcast regular, say Randy, probably the only person I talk to, Andy, like, this is on the market. Well, somebody else come to you, you're not already because you know where you go.
Yeah.
And sometimes you should be quiet and listen because you might be wrong.
You're trying to make the judgment, so hold it, you know?
Yeah.
You get
it's a lesson I learned.
the information that way.
But let me use that point to segue into, since we're talking, I use QW and Jam T as an example. Jam T did drop the numbers.
Results today.
Yeah. We're joking right before we started recording. Say we can. What's that thing on YouTube? Like reacts.
Reactions.
Reactions. Yeah. So I haven't seen them yet. So this is me reading them for the first time. So Dana, you can tell him what you want to tell him while I catch up.
I'm a glimpse it.
And I'll react in the background.
I looked where I usually look first, P&L. And then I looked where I usually look first, the profit line. And there's no profit in the profit line.
Last line.
We did.
What is
There's
that?
a last line. So
They made a loss.
They made a loss.
Shock. Operating revenues, note 5, 433.1 million Jamaican dollars for the quarter ended December 31st. What is this? December 31st is there what? Okay,
Q1.
So they made 433.1 mil in revenue, and compared to last year, same time when they had made 378.2 mil in revenue. Yeah, and I'll jump to the good part, like Dan I say, since people not seeing this here. I'll jump to the good part. So in terms of net profit, they have none. They have a loss of 44.5 million Jamaican versus last year where they had a profit of 61.7.
I expected. They consolidate QWI and QWI. That's the last we were saying will be coming.
As we were looking at based on the movements in the nav.
As the drop.
The
nav drop,
okay. There we go.
Went to the nav, we say, yeah.
So we could have tell from a long time that there was a loss coming. Pretty obvious.
We said it earlier in the podcast.
Yeah. Matter of fact, before the month done, you'd have been able to tell there was a loss coming because you've seen the trend. You know, like maybe 2 weeks out, there's no way you can jump a specific way, right? Yeah. Unless them do something magical.
So miracle in those 2 days. So.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, my reaction, 44.5 mil versus 61. So they made a loss, an expected loss. What I'm looking at here is that operating revenues are up. Gross profit is up. So we're looking at
the big, what to me was the big impact. Well, for me was that Jam T's how affected they are operationally outside of QWI. Fine, and they're doing better. You look at the fact that profit right here.
Right where?
The profit before administration. I'm sorry. This is to get that in our laptop. Other income line. Yeah, you can see where the loss from the QWI will start hitting them there because they consider up at that level inside the top line. So
you said the top line you're talking about
revenue. So top line is revenue. So if you look at the revenue components, the other income we've seen as revenue from QWI or whatever else. But QWI we booked at that point because it's the FVPL.
Fair value for profit and loss. In
Yeah.
other words, QWI, Jamty itself minus QWI seems to probably
they made profit, but
They made profit, but
when they taking the front contract,
so all the expenses. So
yeah.
So them take everything. So
it's good to have somebody here who can talk about this and
yeah,
can say it. Other than, I mean, we've had Ryan here. And Kwame, but we never got into it like this.
yeah, we never got into. And I love a convention like that to call me.
Yeah. Oh, reach out to Kwame. I mean, reach out to him. Big up Kwame.
We up, Kwame.
People
Big
love
up,
that episode.
Kwame.
People love that episode.
Yeah. And
But interesting with people also people forget this. Go back up. So the non-controlling interest part, I had to explain it this week.
Yeah, we were speaking about it in the group, when
yeah.
we saw NCB's result, and then we saw profit attributable to shareholders, and then we saw the non-controlling interest.
Yeah.
So we were discussing.
That's basically, NCB owns something
mm-hmm.
that they're not only people that own it. So they have to show that part of the profits it belongs to somebody
else.
So they're recognizing the part of it that is mine. So shareholders have profit attributable to shareholders of Jamty. That will be the price of the company that is mine, and they're profitable at that level. So
But at
their
the
exposure,
level,
you can say that that's the level of exposure they have. So it's not making them fully unprofitable, but they're controlling the company. So you have to book it certain ways.
And so,
we never discussed NCB. I got other questions about that.
that's a good one. Yeah, we did skip NCB. We can talk about it a little later. And you guys, I like how you join in the conversation because usually he and I talk. So we're just going to talk about somebody. I'm glad that we have people here who can talk.
Yeah, man.
I want to mix in. We can finish this one and then we'll talk as I want to talk more about what I want to have. And I see, I'm glad to say you have it up to say you have an idea what's going on with it.
You're better than me. I'll bring them on laptop.
Yeah, some money to buy a laptop.
A long time, man. I look at the laptop.
Yeah.
Be them a bill
The donation.
I'll do it. I'm going to send.
You
Tell
never.
people, I did the donation. I did it to the guy who had the GoFundMe accidentally.
Oh.
Then all of that, not accidentally, but I included Danai's laptop fund, the $250 US.
Oh, that's
in it.
Blaine.
So yeah, so
Yeah,
Blaine's
yeah.
fund
He
got
said
an
everything.
extra. So Blaine's fund got an extra $250.
Oh, big up Blaine, big
US.
up Blaine.
They need it more than me.
I'm big up, yeah. I'm big up Danai for donating, yeah.
Same so.
Yeah. That I made a mistake in it though. I screwed up how I donated it, so it went to the fund, but it went to GoFundMe instead of all to Blaine. I have to fix it next time. No, but I mean, the rest came from me and the people who have done Grow. So we got the people who did the Grow IPO session on First Rock. Yeah. So whenever I do the Grow IPO sessions, I give half to charity. So that was a charity.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So we're talking about Jamaica Teas, and I said 44 million last. Then you were in the middle of a point, I think, or you just ended.
Yeah, man. So the controlling interest, a piece of
The company.
piece of QWI that
piece
is
of the company.
due to profit of him, that's due to Jamty. It wouldn't the full impact of the loss wouldn't be on Jamty's head. So
Okay.
they made a loss, but they're actually profitable in their full ownership of their business.
Okay.
I have to explain that.
No, I don't think you have explained it yet.
I haven't. Okay, so they own. Jamty owns QWI, but they only own 38% or something like that, 34, 38.
Effectively, yeah.
Effectively, yeah. That's their ownership stake in there. But because they consider it a subsidiary, they would book their everything through their profit and loss. So all of QWI's revenue, all of QWI's expenses, they would act like that's a part of the company. But then because they own some other, QWI has other owners, which is the public, they have to say that, okay, so even though I booked all their profits, all their expenses, whatever, I have to take out a piece of the profit that's not attributed to me.
To me.
I have to
So
give
it
back
to
the shareholders. So it's not, I don't own that profit. I don't own that loss. That's the shareholders' piece. So the non-controlling interest, that's where they're booking the other shareholders. The controlling interest, they're talking about the people that own Jamty. The piece of QWI that is owned by Jamty will be left in Jamty's profit. Yeah. Because they made a loss. But Jamty itself was profitable. Outside of QWI, then the combined effect was profit to Jamty. So controlling interest would be where you look for something like that.
Yeah. In other words, the piece that them don't own.
Piece of them don't.
Yeah.
But them. So I think for most new people, the question then would be, why? Why? This because that's confusing. What's the point?
Why? Oh, because.
So why did they do it that way? We can kill two birds with one stone. I think that they did it because they wanted to keep the revenue effect
Yeah.
and the profit
Profit
effect
effect. Yeah.
of QWI.
QWI.
Yeah, so this is them as Jamaica Tees who could have chosen to
Yeah,
recognize
give away
it
company.
as an associate.
Associate.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they own less. So generally, you own less than 50% or less, then you're an associate.
associate.
So
you
if you
get-
own more
so
than
you-
that, then you're seen as subsidiary.
Subsidiary.
But because Jam T-shirt is directors and they control the company,
Yeah.
they exert a certain level of control over the company, they can say, okay, we're a subsidiary. So they can graduate them, because they own an associate holding, they can graduate them to a subsidiary and book them a certain way
Yeah,
as a
so you,
subsidiary.
they just consolidate everything through the
Everything.
P&L.
Anything I mean, QWI happen in Jam T numbers.
Yeah. And they wanted, that's a vote of confidence, in my opinion, because they're saying, listen, we expect QWI to be so good that it's going to
Reflect.
Jam T.
I remember last year alone showed like the amount of money that can be made from QWI quarters. They pull in big money. They take out one of the biggest. They got a huge revenue item, and QWI just kill it. Like the amount of money coming from QWI was way more.
Yeah.
And QWI now they go through the certain expenses that Jam T, the other businesses go through. So.
Yeah.
So that's the I won't say the magic. That's the genius of one John Jackson and company, because him have a bad team around him too. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And the including I is bigging up John Jackson, but I should big up also who the. Sorry, I was looking for a name on this, so I didn't realize it was a QWI document. David
Stevens.
Yeah, Sir David Stevens, who is
from Infinity Capital.
Oh yeah, you see, are you?
There we go. You see, you're
There we
paying
go.
attention.
Yeah,
I like that.
I sent him a paper back in 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in the masters we had to do a lot of research papers.
In the masters.
Yeah, I can't choose. So I'm
What
going
you
to
say?
continue. Big up. Imagine that.
Big up the master.
Big up the man.
We got the master.
Yeah, because the masters ultimately. Not true, but maybe I say, because I want to hear the David Stevens point.
We had to do research papers. So the lecturer said, anything economics related that is that you have an interest in it, do a research paper on it. So my research paper was how monetary variables affect the movement in Jamaica Stock Exchange.
Oh, you sent me the paper there too.
Oh yeah.
Wow, it's something you like sharing. You're okay sharing that?
Yeah, man. Okay.
You like that?
Yeah.
Because I'll put in the show notes and people. So say it one more time for the people in case them can Google it and see it. If they Google it,
no, it's not published or anything. I have it. Anybody who wants to take a read, I can share it.
So why you not publish it?
Because of how heavy it is from an econometrics perspective.
No, but
It has
publish it
to-
on an econ.
Somebody will see it.
On an econ journal, man. You
It
deserve that, man. You
econ
put your
university,
work in, man. Yeah, man.
Alright, so I'm gonna refine it and all of that.
Find it and do it. Yeah, well, do whatever you need to do, boy. If I help you need for get it published, man. I like to hear that. Say it again, just in case, because somebody might have it out
So
there.
it is the relationship between the Jamaica Stock Exchange and monetary variables. So just looking at how the level of money supply, inflation, and T-bill rates affect the movement in the
Oh, in other words,
Jamaica
oh
Stock
wow,
Exchange.
you are lucky that you're able to do that.
Yeah.
As a research paper, because in the US market that's normal. That's tracking.
Oh,
tracking,
yeah.
Well,
Like
because
Jamaica,
because
yes.
we're so backward. I like that. So you
bringing
need to publish that.
But
You need to publish that.
interestingly,
Well, interestingly, I'm looking at it right here. Huh? I'm joking.
You
No, this
mentioned
is
earlier about thing though. You want investors to bring Jamaica forward in investments.
Yeah,
and
so
things like that.
So that was actually an avenue we were looking at. So we because of the team that we have, 876 Invest, we're looking at different avenues or ways we can look at pushing forward the space, the investing space. So because of my background, so I did a BSc in economics and accounting.
Man, know
then
the
I went-
numbers. Heavy.
I went straight into doing the masters of econ, specializing in finance and development.
Straight up. I like that.
So specialize in finance and development. So because of my background and the heavy econometric tools that I could use. So I like them guys upon Wall Street were just all them that just churn numbers.
Yeah.
I could
Use a lot of
use
the
that,
same, yeah. Business intelligence tools. Data
to
mining
try
tools.
and push forward the investing space as well. And that's the idea I had when I actually did the paper. So you can actually actually spot
Larry,
some
you hear that?
trends.
You need to grab him quickly in a
I
line.
remember that Bloomberg-like thing for Jamaica I was talking about. See the
No.
one them, yes,
Go again.
So after doing that, I realized that there is actually a relation, because I always heard that interest rate move one way, then asset prices move the other way, but I actually want to see, does this hold in Jamaica? Because I realize that a lot of the economic theory that is actually in the real world, well, said to be in the real world, does not necessarily apply.
Yeah, good you.
It don't necessarily apply to Jamaica. So I actually wanted to see that, and then I actually realized that.
That be his department, yeah?
Yeah. So, so the T-bill rates actually had a negative relationship with the stock market, and
When you say negative relationship, what you mean?
meaning that when treasury bill rates are falling, we realize that there is an increase in the stock market index, meaning there's more activity on the stock market.
Yeah.
The overall market cap is increasing.
In other words, you guys discovered that when people can't get easy money from the government, they have to go out and make it.
Make it some other way.
Or bake it. But what is wow. What is important though is one of those things, like when I was younger, I used to say something like, oh wow, these guys they just discovered that people like to make money. But now that I'm older and hopefully a little bit more sensible, I realize that as much as it might be obvious in air quotes to it, it's not really obvious until somebody proves it. So what you went out and is you created a point in Jamaica where we can say that, listen, at this point I did this research and it showed that there is an X relationship between it. And it's not hard and fast either. But and that's maybe where I come in, where I have similar thoughts than I and some of the things that economists say. And economists also, people like to think of it as like a flat book and a set thing. It's not. Just like investing, it's not a flat set place. There is schools, as you know, of economists that totally disagree with others. Yeah. I think,
funny enough, I remember we were having a debate one day in class, and we were saying 3 persons who won the Nobel Prize in Econ on the same topic all have 3 different views.
Yes, because I think the latest guy, I was going to mention him, is the one who has more a real world view. He's the guy that's saying like, supply and demand rules. That's a hard one to hit, but
you can't hit that.
But you can, because there are examples in real life where it hasn't worked, right? And he's the guy who says things like, in terms of practicality, if you make more money, you're going to put more away. And in the book, in the perfect, most efficient human being, yes, but none of us are that guy, right? None of us are that guy. Everybody's realistic. I make more money, I'm gonna braff more, right? And the reality is, I make more money. I found out, and the bank found out same time, and they sent me a bigger credit card limit. And I'm gonna braff more. Right? And then,
so the braff section on the budget conveniently get bigger and bigger.
And because human beings enjoy braffing, I don't know if you know, it's a thing that we like. So, meaning, and I could be getting it wrong, but my understanding of his paper, and I look his name up to make sure I say, or you can say his name if we're thinking of the same guy, but is that he brought more of the real world into it to say, yes, economic theory traditionally says this. But reality of human beings, and human beings have evolved socially over the time since Mr. Adam Smith and friends started out. So I like that. I like that it's not a cohesive feel, and I like that it's a feel in which everybody can have a voice. So that's why I'm proud to say, I hear it as a young youth, 23, you say, 23, you literally can be putting your voice out there earlier, and you can quote that paper for the rest of your life. You should. Yeah. Carey Raymond, that name ring any bells to you? Or I don't know what my talk. There's somebody else who did something for the BOJ in 2009. I guess is there a long relationship between stock prices and monetary variables? Evidence from Jamaica.
I'll send you the
Great. And people, and I will definitely have it up, and people will see it. You should put it out there. Yeah. I like that. Anybody else have any nice interests like that? Don't feel intimidated. You don't have to be like a master's degree or anything, or a paper out there.
The heavy numbers.
You're the heavy numbers guy in the group.
And then
I like that. So that's how the group works. Some people are stronger in certain areas, and it helps. I like that. So all right, money man in the middle, Mr. Sir. What do you bring to the group?
Okay, so the money. All right. So in terms of the enthusiasm and certain fundamentals to the group, I bring and I contribute. Also,
the vibes. Did this man just try to say bring the vibes to the
group? No, as in, all right. To be honest,
no, somebody have to bring the vibes.
Literally, that's him, because sometimes also mad 2-3 o'clock, the man just post him tasks. I can just texting at the group, yo, XYZ.
And then, wow. When more him say something, I say, New is asleep. And then we look at it and I say, oh, a real thing.
Yeah, tell me I ran it.
Yeah, that's
So it takes Kirk something thing there. I was talking to him about a company. It was Rita.
Yeah.
And a revelation. So I saw a message the man, and the man said, "Just something to me. I'm looking at time." I said, "We there, man."
Yeah, so you live Bagwalk. Wow. I have your masters. The masters from Bagwalk. I rate that. Hey, wait, hold on. You live in Bagwalk while you were doing the masters?
Yeah.
You did the masters while working or just straight school?
So I was working at DBJ for the first year of the masters. That's how I did. I never mentioned. That's how I didn't know John Jackson because he was on the board.
Oh, you've met John Jackson?
Yeah. He was on
big
the
up
board.
that. Yeah.
So I was working on the Access to Finance project, and then we were having board meetings, and then I would see him and ask him, his 2 cents about what's happening in the market.
What did you think generally when you spoke to him?
I liked some of his points, but some of them I can openly say I didn't agree with.
That's
See, that's cool. Yeah.
So
That's
That
interesting.
sounds sensible.
But I tell him, and then we were going back and forth, and he said, "All right, chap, after all."
What was his reaction to that?
Surprisingly, he took it better than I expected because somebody who was more experienced than I was in the market, willing to listen to me and say, "All right, I hear what you're saying. This is how I'm thinking of it. This is how you're thinking of it. You're looking at it from your background and perspective. And this is how I'm looking at it."
Yeah.
But that's the same experience.
Yeah,
Even though the market, he understands it. So you know sometimes.
So I'm saying, "All right, chap, after all."
I like that.
So and then in the second year of the masters, it was a 2-year program. So started at 20. So 20 to 21, I was working at DBJ. Then in the last year of the program, I was actually tutoring.
So you're paying it forward.
Yeah. So did the masters from Bagok, travel back and forth every day.
Damn. What time you have to wake up?
On top of school.
4 or 5. Depends on
Yeah. Come on, I know the gods. Yeah. So I know you guys. You guys are what I used to look on in the mornings to feel better about myself because I'm like, at least I mean, it's bad. I'm up at 5, but it's those guys. I got an hour more, and sometimes when you're in traffic, them definitely behind me. Yeah, sometimes them actually ahead of me because them up so early, them not getting a traffic. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But I live near, so I know that. I know it's a rat. I like that. I'm 23, but you're smart. You get the hard work in early. Yeah, so now it's just time for the harder work. Yeah.
Just get this out of the way and then
try to start make some money now.
Yeah.
And you see, now is the time. Yeah, you may never get a chance like this in your life again.
Ties in with the dynamic of the group also because, I mean, that's why we have guys that are, specified to certain things. When we first came up with this 876 investment, we came together, I would be the one that come in 2 a.m. in the morning and, being like, especially to guys like Malik and Kramer, as you call him, Kirk. And say, hey, listen, guys, we realize that for our age group and what we're doing, we should be way more enthusiastic about putting this information out there.
God damn, that sounds familiar.
So when we go somewhere, we say, all right, 876, we start this and get serious about it. And that's where I realized because for me, I know when I listen to Kirk, I know I'm not at that sort of level that Kirk is at. And it just further drives me because I'm a youth that is always interested in building everybody else, whether above me or below me, because a lot of people, even if they're very smart, they don't recognize the true potential, or where they can go, because sometimes, certain things like lacking funding and even lacking the support itself. So looking at where we are as 876 right now makes me so excited because, I mean, just in a short space of time, we started this October,
October 2019.
October 2019, yeah. And when I look at it, when I hear Kirk talk, it's like he seems like one of the most brilliant persons I've ever spoken to. And if I can help him to get on that platform so that, the whole Jamaica going to recognize him as, Kramer Rowe. 23 with the master.
Investments, you have to go, you have to go get it now, brother. You have to get it now because somebody will grab it. Yeah.
Start pause.
Yeah. Grab it from all platforms. Yeah, but so you as a brethren, you say Mr. Vibes, you're trying to David.
David.
Yeah. No,
anyway, you want to identify because you call him Kramer.
No, but call him Kramer, can call himself Kramer. But no, so that's Kirk. Kirk. Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? Just stick to call him Kirk, remember?
Malik.
Let me forget to
Malik.
Yeah, Malik. David.
So you act like me say it wrong, David.
I never said that to them. I just
Man,
said,
show me up. Malik, David, and Kirk.
Yeah.
MDK. All right. I like the fact that you have different roles. So you say your role, you say, well, other than vibes. I mean, I understand that. Like you see the potential in that brethren, and you want him reach as far as him can reach. And also how far you want to reach. Well, that kind of vibes alone you want to do.
no, definitely not. I mean, as much as it is, the three of us are really the strongest in the group when it comes down to, reading into the market, understand the market and such. So my role is not only vibes, I also bring a certain level of intelligence to the group also. As a person from the outskirts who was not in finance, never understood anything about finance, So the three of us make the core of the group, and the three of us, we plan to take this even further than just bringing financial literacy, of course. We plan to make this much bigger. As Kramer said, something sometimes are better left unsaid, especially when you already know the outcome.
Oh yeah, I say. It's only the money up. So you plan to just make money?
Yeah.
Isn't that everybody's plan?
I mean,
Bro.
You'd be surprised.
Well, I would be surprised, bro.
It's not about profit.
So it's not all about the profit for all of us, my G. It's more than that. And for me, it's not just about the profit, it's about the value, right?
Definitely.
That's Randy.
Yeah, so, Jesus, every week then I feel bad because I like
Feel
helping
bad?
people. Because I like helping people.
It's a broadcast,
Okay. But I like hearing that because you guys also have a level of visibility that I see you pushing for. So try if I can help you get the push for it because I see it helping people. And if at 23, I mean, think about it, it's on light, But when you read about Americans, you don't read about Americans as, a guy who rough on him up on the corn farm and he was working and he came to Wall Street and he met up with another friend and them tell you about Baxter J Holdings, led by a couple of MBAs, and it's a private equity fund that leverages up. It's the same goddamn thing, my lord. Sometimes it's just three sensible people. Sometimes just one, sometimes just two. You're lucky if you can find two. You guys young say they even know about sensible people. School pushes us together, but because it pushes everybody together. But the older you get, the more you get scattered. It's not that many sensible people. It starts getting scattered on, and sometimes, and I say that, I mean, you see the vibe that you guys naturally have with each other, where you sense. I'm sitting here, I'm seeing all three. You obviously have a vibe out there. You chill, you talk, you can understand each other. Him immediately just segue into his story, right? And I know it's naturally push me next to Malik, but I like that, and that sort of synergy is not normally found there. So be able to find it. I say it all the time. It's Danai alone. I know at this level. I thought, and I got to 30 out before I even knew who Danai was, right? So. The fact that you have that kind of synergy already is great. So don't take it lightly. If your plan is to go far. There's no limit to how far you can go. Because a lot of times it's just described as, I met this guy, and they say, you know him after he did his masters. And say, yeah, I know him. So I think he's now while them money takes. I know him having masters when he was 23. Write this paper when he was really, really young. And you guys started testing. You have the ability to do something that many economists don't get a chance to do, to test your actual theories. Yeah, to actually see practical results from the thing, and you're young, that don't lazy on that chance. Vibes, man, come in. If him come in with the vibes and the sense and the money, and to me, as much as I'm joking about the vibes, that I understand so much what you're talking about because it sounds strange. But at 2:30,
when him actually bring life to the numbers, because after looking at the numbers over and over again, more you miss certain.
You can get lost. You
get lost in the
you want
numbers,
to talk to somebody about it. Yeah.
And then when newness come in the group 2:30 and say, must say X and Y and this, and then I say, wait, me just see the numbers, but I never see it how him see it because of his personality and how he brings it across. It's definitely an asset to the group.
Yeah, and I'm knocking that, but also on his part, you stick with a good group when you find a good group, especially somebody who you can message 3:00 in the morning about some money and some everybody said, no, my friend, for money you can't no go so. Trust me. My friends. My friends, if I'm in an emergency and I need them, I can message, I can call them. But if just a random 3:00, so just out of the blue all the time, no, all of them want they don't hear that son and busy on them girl. But I know it because 3:00 in the morning, I want to sleep, but I just need to check to see what the issued share count was and see if it matched back. Yeah. I'm gonna check it, and it means something to me. I'm starting both time I'm writing on my side. I'm sending it and tell Danai.
Exactly what Danai say when I say
somebody say
on the Barita thing.
Yeah, exact same thing. And then I can go on further. You send it and you say to yourself, yeah, I send it and, you know. In the morning when you wake up, I saw the answer is respond.
So you know it go on until
no, because I'm not respond and say, I might say, I'm sorry to eat that. And then go, ding, but wouldn't it? I'm going, no, but, and then before you know it, 5 o'clock.
No, yeah, seriously.
Feel bad because you have to leave soon. 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock in the morning, him go work, him still up on the same time as you.
Yeah.
Right? So, but I'm saying all of that to say, don't knock the fact that you manage to find, not even just one, there's 2 other people who you can have that kind of conversation with, that kind of immediate, them said, like a meeting of the minds. Yeah, and the longer you guys work together, the more you work together, the more you do stuff together, is the more automatic that work into that synergy becomes. Yeah, you almost reach a point where I made a tweet about the reverse takeover. Yeah, literally just tweeted reverse takeover, right? And it's funny because before I made that tweet, then I and I were having a conversation, and we literally got to a certain point. He showed me something, and I literally just said reverse takeover. We never had the back end conversation as to why and what could lead it or whatever. It's literally because we've been literally doing this for so long. So long, and when I say so long, it's not long that I'm doing it. I'm telling you 2 going 3 years now.
3 years. 3 years going 4.
3 going 4 years now.
Oh, February, no. Started in February 2017.
Wow. Congrats. 3 years. Hey. Yeah. This anniversary, you came a while it's last.
Yes.
I should say, as I say, anniversary. Today is the anniversary. Today we're recording this as I don't usually say it because I don't know when this come up, but this one I'll say it. We are recording this Monday, February 3, 2020. February 3rd. That was your chance that night to correct me. Monday, February 3rd. And it's 51 years officially today since JC started their official trade. That's based on what they say. So it was February 3rd, 1969. That day, that the first day of trading on the JSC happened. Before that, I think it was the Kingston Stock Exchange or something. Funny story. You guys, I remember what I was saying.
Anniversary.
The anniversary, yes. So yes, it's February 3rd, 1969, 51 years ago, that the Jamaica Stock Exchange officially started, based on what it is. And I was saying that, funny enough, I found like an early stock sheet which spoke to times before that, and it was tagged Jamaica Stock Exchange also. But I guess you can never tell. I'll put both up in there so we can see it. I'll put the both of the pictures that I have up in there. I see you're signaling a while ago, David. Says why it wasn't February 1. That's what you're wondering.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I wondered that too. But that was Monday, February 3, right? So I'd assume Sunday. Saturday. So, it's just a good day to know. I'm thinking about that, to the fact that you guys are here now, and to me it's a big deal. But you guys are even younger than me, so to me it's a big deal. To you guys, a big deal. I think if you can imagine if you were alive on that day and you wondering, how far can this go? Because February 3rd, 1969.
That's how it all starts, like the greatest things when they start, you're just like, I wonder if this is going to last 10 years.
Yes.
When it lasts 10 years, they're like, what if it's going to last the next 10 years? I just continue. That's
true.
It.
But I know that the thinking must have been that it's going to last. It was expected that it was going to last. It's just that if you think about the democratization of it, right? Because I don't think that at February 3rd, 1969, the gentlemen in that room thought that us five gentlemen in this room would be the guys talking. I think so far a good conversation about the market, although we don't really touch on the market heavy yet. And Malik get so far and not get to answer none of the hard questions. Right, so them take the hard answer from me because them know the JAMT and them know the NCB, and them take the easy answer because the vibes man take the vibes already. So Malik, what you bring to the group?
Just mainly experience because I'm 22, right? But the thing is, I've been trading for third form.
Third form.
Yeah,
I get that.
Yeah, third form. So my first stock was Cable and Wireless. That's why I was looking at you guys with it.
That's what the first trade.
Our first stock.
Yeah, Cable and Wireless was my first stock. I actually bought that 14 cents.
And I started in third form to 14 cents.
Yeah, 14 cents, and
When
it went
that?
up to $1.40. And
When
I
that?
sold.
No, I remember. Yeah, for the sellout. Yeah,
From
he
there.
remembers also. That
Yeah, so the number portability,
14 cents. I remember number portability. I have a tweet about buying.
that is exactly.
You couldn't have been following me then, though. That'd be
no,
weird.
no.
Thank you.
Huh?
Yeah, that'd be weird if you were following me then.
No. So yeah, number portability, that was my first big thing on the stock market because third form, I'm not really know them things myself. Is my brother. My brother just sit me down and say, "Oh, this is gonna happen X, Y, Z." I was like, that makes sense. And from that, ever since I've just say,
And your brother is still into it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. You want to shout him out or you not call
Oh,
him?
yo, big up Daniel Thompson, JMB.
Oh, what? Why do I feel like I know that name?
No, because radio.
Ah.
Radio, for a second I thought it was the same Daniel Thompson.
Oh.
No, I feel like I know Daniel Thompson from Jamie.
I don't know that one, sorry.
I don't know. All right. Well,
No, maybe you do. Like, I realize there's a lot of person in the space that actually do know him. So,
Oh, know him or your brother?
no, my brother.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
but, he's on the equity side of the business.
Yeah, he's in the equity side of it.
Yeah, maybe he probably write something.
Right, I think
He's
so.
Yeah, he writes a lot of things for JMB.
probably the same name in the reports
research
that they're doing
articles
now.
or something,
Yeah,
yeah.
because they've now started to do a lot of that,
Yeah.
making sure that they're tagged like that.
But yeah,
Wow.
Cape Town Wireless Jamaica was like my first. Wow. Looking back right now, it's wow.
It's cause him afraid for telling him make 1,000% funny.
No, you can't pray for say that. If it's one place, it's okay for you to say that. It's here.
So a buck
Trust me.
shuffle.
Yeah.
Cause so like from the jump him go boom 1,000%. So you
Yeah.
can't tell him to repeat that.
How long? He probably has never. Yeah.
No, actually.
Why you repeat that with?
1,000?
Why you repeat that with?
No, 1,000 kind of enough still. because the
No,
thing is,
but there are things you could have repeated it with.
No, I repeated 500 multiple times because I bought all Alaskas very, very cheap.
You bought them early.
So I
Yeah.
bought them at like 80 cents. All them 80 cents, between 80 cents and 75 to 80 cents. All them. And then right now they're at something that I recently sold them like what they. Yeah, there's a lot of stocks that I bought, and because at the time I wasn't active in it. Like I
Okay,
was,
Sky Cement that too.
you catch that?
No, I wasn't trading that. But people have that story. Sky Cement
Yeah.
that too. NCB at way low. NCB at the buyout period.
I did buy JMB at
And what else?
$4, but the thing is, I never ride the wave come straight up to what it is right now. Yeah, I didn't.
Barry the other day.
You know the joke about Barita. So let me tell you the joke about Barita.
That's a joke about Barry.
It's a big joke.
So
about
I joke about Barry to continue though.
So, like, my brother, he was like, yo, you feel something bigger happen with Barita. And I was like, all right, cool. And then we start talking about it because it's like how I bounce ideas off of him. That's what I am with my brother. That's bounce idea.
We got both my brothers. They're both listening also.
Oh, really? Yeah. So I bounce idea and we're talking about it. So we bought it at the 9. Cool? And then it was literally right before the announcement as to what's the buyout price and all those things going to be. I'm like, all right, cool. So, you know that there was a little buzz in the market. So I think it went up to like, yes. And the thing is, I was like, 9 to 15, that's a lot, you know. You can take your profits, God. My philosophy is you can't lose from taking profits, right?
That's a good philosophy.
Yeah, and you can't lose.
What Kirk was saying about opportunity cost.
It's true. It's true. No, man, I'm well aware of what it is. But I was like 9 to 15, and then it's like I saw the buyout price and they drop because the buyout price was like, I think it was like between 9 and 10. I was like, all right, so the price drop. I was like, I feel good. Man, I saw that first report. I could not catch that train again. Literally
Says
just
who?
Fly. I couldn't do it. Like,
Why not? It was
I
on
tried,
sale every
like,
day.
you know, alright, so what means I was using money line. So every time I put in a bid, it just fly past the amount, and it's like,
I go on say this. I figured.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
the trading
exactly what it
platform at the
happened.
time, yeah.
I would think the right name.
Because JMB, they've been open about the fact that they've heard that and they're going to
When Barita went to 50.
fix.
And then
Improve.
Offer dropped. I said, cool. He dropped at 9. So I said, yo, market says a $15 stock for however long. So offer drop, reach 9. So I said, yo, I'm going to chill. But then they buy out and squeeze the price down at 9 and already right back up. I think I mentioned it around at the time. And this was no buy it at the time.
Yes, I'm right.
It's no buy. It's the 50, it's the 45.
Yo, that reminds me of my
45 though. But the thing is, we was moving up and Randy called it at 30.
Oh,
So
you caught it on money line?
No, this time when it was at 30, you probably have been on J Trader and
J Trader.
I was J Trader. That's why he bought at 30 and
30 was.
so he came to me and said, "Well, I catch it at 30 tomorrow, whatever." And he buy it at 30.
That was actually
45.
a lesson. I learned a specific lesson during that time. Yeah. There's a lesson that you need to learn too, which is like if you, what are you looking for for the stock, right? Like if you go into it with that goal. All right, so if you use the Rita example, right, you'd have seen it at 4, 5, you buy it all up to 8, 9, and at one point Rita would have been crazy. A couple months later, jumping from 9, 10. When it's at 33, imagine that, it's jumping from 9, it's at 33 months later. Oh, you've definitely missed the boat, right?
Yeah.
Right, but think about that today. When it was at 33. And you were sure Barita never have no more left to go.
No more juice, no left another orange.
Yeah, we are there now almost a year later. Almost a year later, months later. And it is now 70 odd. It's more 100% more than where you thought. More than 100% ahead of where you would have thought it was.
Remember it actually traded from 100 like.
Alright, yeah, it touched that. So it has touched that and come all the way down.
We were saying around the price.
So with that in mind, why do you think you missed the train? Yeah, and the lesson that I learned was understanding what you're looking for going into an investment. Yeah, I mean that in anything. What are you looking for so you can define exactly what you're looking for? Because if you go in at 33 and I say, all right, this thing run from 9 all the way up to 33, all right, and eat that food already. Or maybe you jump out at 20 and you consider jumping back in at 33. Why are you jumping in?
You know,
yeah.
Don't make it be about, you didn't do this, which is smart, but don't make it be about the trainer running if it's going to jump back on.
Yeah.
You jump back on, if you jump back on the stop, then so.
Yeah. Then you're jumping back on because that's FOMO. You want to be part of the people talking about, yo, man, they're on it, you're supposed to reach 100 and me never did it. Me the fool was selling it there 50, right? Yo, guess what, bro? You made some money. Yeah. Most fools lose money. You made some money. You can't. There's no question there. Yeah.
Best thing I asked, why? So you know why it's in there. So you were at 9 to 15. You saw a window why whatever happened. So now you can look out for it in the future. So if something similar happens in the next stock, then you definitely.
Yeah. And you haven't lost any money. You literally haven't lost any money. Yeah. 66% is not a joke.
You cannot lose by taking profit. Once they have that philosophy.
There we go. Yeah, because the alternative that we think I was losing is that I took the profit at 66% and somebody else get 270 for the same thing. All right, cool.
It's not about them.
Yeah.
That's the thing with investing. Like I look at myself. I know what
and you must.
I want.
And that's the
secret. I can't
secret.
really pre what everybody else do after pre what I am doing.
Exactly, and that's the secret to it. That's the secret to getting it right, because once you pay attention to what you know for a fact that you're doing. Once you achieve that, anything after that is gravy, you know.
Gravy.
Yeah, anything after that is gravy. But that's a lesson I learned. If you know what you're going in for, everything becomes easier. Yeah. So the secret to investing every single time we're going is what we're going in this thing for and for how long. Yeah, and literally that the longer I've done that is the more it has worked for me and served me throughout the years. Till you find that hold on. You're not right with that pen in my book, sir. It's already out, so you can just write with it. Yeah. The more you do that, I don't know what I'm saying. The point is that going to everything with the goal ahead of time. It sounds silly, but do it. You don't say, okay, if I'm going at 33 and going in knowing that I'm making what you want, I just make 66 on this. I don't know if this point it's another 15. Maybe I'm going for 33, I'm just taking at 20%, all right? So you're going in and say, all right, I'm going at 33 and I just want my 20%. So I need to come out at 39.6. Well, really it's 39.6. You have to take the fees, the buying fees and then the selling fees. But once you've done your math,
definitely. And even that's the way I pre even IPOs. So like people say, oh, you know, some like a dope. I'm like, all right, here. When I look at the company that I'm going to do, like even take Waiton for example. I was like, all right, cool. Malik, you know, say if you make 50%, you're okay. You know what I'm saying? So I just aimed to make my 50%. Everything apart from that, I'm like, okay.
And that's why you need a vibes, man. You know what I'm saying? You need a vibes, man. Yeah. That have done that to us. So don't vibes each other. But I get it. You can just literally say, Yo, if him go, we decide. Well, we said it on the podcast, didn't we? The Q1.
Q1. Oh, looking at 30%.
Yeah. We'll try the stuff like that. I would have the to race again. So
I'm nowhere in Q1 right now in terms of my gains.
Down.
Probably. Last year was really low, probably insignificant.
Yeah, but I mean, you're close to. It's not what we're doing. It's not an easy thing, right? We're projecting 30%.
I know when you want, so the money for that.
Yeah, 30% at the end of March is not a joke thing. And it starts at January.
What move in January? I'm sure I heard I start that move in January.
V-mill take 2 wings and jump off a cliff and phew, soar.
That's the knowledge that gets to you. Say in January, and you say, all right, your plays don't come through it every time Q1 for it to come through. But people tell you to make money already.
And to that point, I have a cousin. So he got into investing and everything, and then I remember this was last summer. And we were talking about, this was when simultaneously JSC and Wisinko did start move. The two of them, every day, the two of them, boom, circuit breaker. And he said, yo, what do you think about Wisinko, right? So I was telling him that I realized I to move. I asked him, why you want to buy it? And him say, I want to buy it because it's a move. I said, well, the PE ratio upon it at that time was 30-something times. I explained to him what, PE ratio is and all of that. I'm saying, you're comfortable buying at this? And I say, well, I see it a move. And I say, all right, you buy in here, you get in here, how you going to exit or what price you going to exit?
Talk to them.
How much percent you going to get?
Talk to them.
So I ask him how much percent he might get, and I say, well, I don't know how much further I get. I say, don't buy it. Yeah. And then he moved from like 28 and go back to like 24. And my cousin say, what are you drinking? I see him about 3 at a time when I get in a drink, but still. But I realize that when talking to persons, especially when stocks are run and them say, I just want to get on it and move, I can't make it move left me. But when you get on, probably at the end of the run still. So you have to be careful and mindful of all of that.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you need to realize your gains at some point. What is unrealized gains?
So for me, there's a whole heap of lessons. I said that's how the conversations have happened, because, let me not assume. I always talk about the conversations from the perspective of the levels of money and the levels of investor, because they're different things. When Dan and I talk frankly, is what you do when you're 10 grand, when you're 20 grand, you're 50 grand. When you're 100 grand, it's different from what you're doing here at $1 million. It's different. At 2 million. And what you do at all of those levels is also different based on what your objective is. Yeah?
And how that thing is changing.
Yeah.
You realize, all right, this strategy will work for
Yeah. And what I would do aggressive, what I used to do as aggressive at 10 grand, it cannot work at 100. Well, work at 100. It can work below a mil.
Below a mil.
It can work below a mil. The closer you get a mil, the harder it gets, right? But there is a level of aggression at a mil. It's just a different thing. It's like you play a game. It's like you play FIFA. Yeah, Division 10. What you need to get to like Division 7 is cool, but what you need to get past Division 7 to Division 5 is so different. And then Division 4 to Division 3 is like an amalgamation of all of those plus something new. And they still not reach Div 1 yet. So the money, the thing about it, the money feels same in terms of the equity feel in Jamaica. But you're not going to carry to the world. But you look on the world as whatever the sharpest, greatest rate. I mean, I rate Ray Dalio. If I consider in the 9-10 region, all right, where am I now? Because of the same game the 12 I play. Right? So where is he versus where I am? And what are the skills that I have to use at my level? If I want to go there, so what are the skills that I have to use to reach up there, right? And that's for the hardcore. Right? But the conversation is the same if it's just somebody else. I just want to have some extra money coming in and save for the future. Yeah, I just want to have a supplement to my pension. I want to have a little money I can go in at the Christmas, you can do something like that. Even if that's your objective, what you have to do to achieve that is something that you have to know before you put the money in. You get me? You can't buy the IPO and then I hope say I buy it because I pay for that thing upon Amazon with the money. You don't know about the QWI must go up. Word? Word Sebet. No, but you tell me John Jackson great. Him great. Yes, it must go up. And that's how it works. That's not how it works. Yeah, so I like that. What I wanted to bring to the point of IPOs, because that is obviously something hot. And you guys would have started. So you say you started, Malik, you say you started when you were in high school, third form. Which year?
2011.
2011. And then I used to them, make sure someone feel old. Damn. 2011, third form. Damn.
Yeah, grandfather and I think, man. 2011.
I'm kidding. But yeah, so it actually wants me to Damn. I forget the point I wanted to make. That is a good point to know. Oh, no, sorry. IPOs. Yes. So if you start 2011, you don't know, but maybe you wouldn't have been into it. So when did you guys really get into it? When you started realizing, yo, there's money in this thing.
My first serious purchase, IPO-wise,
Yeah, Malik.
was with Cinco.
With Cinco. Yeah.
As in, I actually read the entire prospectus, understand the prospectus, everything. That was my first serious investment.
I was investing too.
Yeah, exactly. I'm doing this. I'm trying to figure out how to make more money and multiply my earnings. I want to, like, my goal personally to always try to make, although sometimes it's difficult, but like trying to make close to double what I made the year before.
Yeah, try what?
Percentage wise for me personally.
Straight up.
Network. So I want to always double up.
What's it been like?
For the past 2 years, it's been okay.
Not okay. Have you made? I've
made
broken 100%?
Yeah.
How much have you made? If you meaning percentage.
Oh, percentage. So
if you don't mind, of course.
No. Year one it was 100 and I barely made it. I think it was like 103. I'll have to look back in my book. And then the second year it was 110.
Wow.
So it's not been bad so far.
Oh, but you, what?
As in, so my network, right?
No, I'm with you. I'm with you there. I'm just thinking in terms of time, because that's just 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
Or this is 2 years since you started. Okay, so you started. Okay, yeah. I get you with Cinco. Vibes, man.
Yeah, so I started with the one that everybody was on the major train for.
What is that?
The Wigton.
The hype.
So that's where
hype.
I just
hype.
I first experienced this hype wave of Wigton, and I was like, okay, I have no idea what I'm heading into.
Yeah. Tell the people your age. I don't know if I asked you.
I'm 22 also.
Okay, so two 22s and a 23.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was going on based off of, okay, yes, a government is divesting some of its assets, and I'm like, okay, everybody wants to be part of it. Renewable energy, everybody likes that, and I'm like, okay, just simple fundamentals, and I'm going in, no numbers, no anything. Just off the pop, it was about a month later, and I was like, okay, do I check my stock now, or do I leave it for? And, I started getting acquainted more with these guys and talking to them. I'm like, wow, I should actually pay attention to my investment. I thought it was just something you just buy and leave. And then instantly I realized I was up 65%. And I invested a lot of money in Wigton. So that 65%, I was like, wow. And I run to Mommy. I said, Mommy, just make over $2 million. And she was like, what? What do you mean? And I'm like, yeah, Mommy, the stock market, I forgot to take this serious. And right then and there, I realized that, listen, if I was supposed to keep my numbers, I really had to, be a part, understand and be a part of people who actually know more than me.
Yes. Yes.
This is where these guys really acquainted me into the group and, let me understand that, okay, yes. This is what we do. It's before 876. It's just a WhatsApp group.
Wall Street. Big up everybody from Wall Street, man, like Dundas and Justin.
Wow.
Yeah, so, right then and there we start springing ideas. Then came more IPOs, then came more stocks, I was part of the Rita second rights issue. Yeah. And also, contrary to everyone's, because there was also Select F. Everybody was looking on and be like, I'm not sure if I'm going to participate, I'm not sure. And I was saying to the guys, boy, when you teach me how to look on Navin, and I'm seeing that it's $1.15 and I getting it at, it was $1. Right?
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, listen.
You get at 98, man.
98 because such a good client. Yeah. So I'm like, hey, listen, I don't know about you guys.
Such a good man the full benefits. That's more effective than
up already.
That's more effective than, and the most effective ad, say it again. So what? Explain that for people who don't know. Why was the difference between you getting it at $1.98?
Yeah.
Because as a client, you get it in a special pool, like a reserve
And that pool had a lower price?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
if you have one of
I
their
think it's-
Sigma equity funds, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
just
it
had to be a
clients-
client
Clients or employees got that
Employees,
90
yeah.
cents, and everybody just got that a lot.
All right, yeah. But no, I just remember the people listen to
No,
it.
yeah.
So I want to say, I want to know, say, want to know the thing.
Yeah.
But I like that because, again, all of this, we can list in May, May 29th.
Not
It's
even
not
a
even
year.
1 year yet. The man them kill one group already. Big up Wall Street. The man them on them own thing. I know that then they found my YouTube a pressure Uncle Michael Leachin. So I'll bring it to that. You guys were you specifically David was at you were at the 2020 AGM.
Oh yes.
2019 AGM for NCB, and I'm see a pressure Mr. Michael Leach in there. And I assume that something happened because I saw a picture of you guys, I guess either talking or you guys posed with a picture with him after what happened there.
Well, we simply, this is Michael Hitchens. He's the big financial mogul in Jamaica. So
One of.
One off.
One up.
No discounting itself. Actually, but there are some real sharp people out there. Yes,
Heavy lifters.
Yeah.
So we went to him. Of course, as 876, we're always looking more exposure. But we wanted a direct speech with him in terms of to understand certain dynamics that's happening in the financial sector, and also to get certain insight on what to look out for, certain guidance as young people that he might have missed or just wants to pass on as well.
And he's always willing to share. Always willing to share. Yeah.
So he gave us small words of encouragement. He was really keen to understand what 876 Invest was, and he was really saying, I see you guys come out to the AGM to murder us with questions, man. So,
you pepper him with a question.
Yeah, man,
You did?
Well, the question that I peppered him with was related to foreign exchange. It wasn't a loss, but really and truly it was just a certain fluctuation that I'm constantly seeing across the market, especially in financial stocks, where you find that net gains or loss on foreign exchange tends to be something that is very volatile. So if I can tie it to Cygnus in 2018, big loss in terms of foreign exchange, but in Q1, and now we see them basically just recovering, and they're not even recovering, they're killing it, coming forward. So it's certain things like that, and the more I start understanding the market, more looking into the market, more you realize that volumes, volatility, just certain fundamental upsurges can cause this, because even this new coronavirus now,
Can
affect currency, This is just funny things like this in the market that makes me as a vibes man so excited,
It's so funny.
excited that, these little things.
It says a vibes man. Well, like I met him before, so it's really a vibes man. But the question was what non-math people are called boring. Okay, the question is boring, but I was excited to hear it. In fact, I guess right now I'll cut it and I'll allow people to hear what the question was, so we don't have to listen to it, but they do.
Next question.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. I'm David Nunes, co-founder 876 Invest. So looking at page 197, where it says gain on foreign currency and investment activities, just need small guidance and a small, not much concern, but small guidance on the drop-off of the group, where we see in 2019 it recorded approximately 14.7 billion, and 2018 was 15.6. Just looking at it in detail, you see where net foreign exchange gains fell slightly, 2.9 billion in 2019 compared to 2018 where it was 3.2. Also, loss on sale of debt securities held for trading, we see a loss of 250 million.
25 million.
25 billion, sorry, and 16 in 2018. So just those small numbers there, we see where the main majority of the losses were incurred. Do you think that with the incoming BOJ FX swap deal agreements, will net foreign exchange gains or losses improve? Because we know personally I've seen where a lot of companies have experienced problems with the net foreign exchange gains / losses in their reports because of the volatility of the dollar versus, just for example, the Jamaican dollar versus the US dollar? Or is this just a one-off loss that was experienced during this period?
They just heard it. And I can say it's a long question. It was long-winded, but I realized I had a lot to get out in the question. And you spotted it. Point I wanted to point out is that you're asking this question again, people. He has not been doing this for 1 year yet. I mean, you win the lotto for the first part, so you make $2 million with your first try, boom. But what I like is man never take it immediately and say, he never turn it into IPO lottery. You never start play IPO, and I respect that because I think was when was Khalil, I think.
I was doing.
October maybe?
Yeah, something.
Yeah,
Let's say the start of October.
Early.
So early October, her thing, yeah, big up Khalil and taking stock again. But if it was then, I mean, that mean at that point you'd have started to make the money, you know, Wigton. Wigton this May, you know. So May, well look, May, June, July, August, September, at the start of October, 6 months in. And when I had a conversation with him, it was not low level conversation. Yeah. So yeah, I like that and I take it serious. What's your background?
Well, I started I was doing physical therapy.
Yeah.
And what had happened was that my uncle, who was my main supporter in terms of paying my school fees and such, he got sick. And I now had to take care of him basically because he lives by himself. He's in a household by himself. He has a major estate and all of that, so he needed someone to come around him. And as a matter of fact, I saw it as second nature because he was the person who really took me through school my entire life, gave me dad-like advice throughout my entire life. So my focus had switched and now I became more in tune to understanding how to run a household because I was now responsible for paying the bills of the house, paying bills for whenever there are hospital visits, all of that. And it just immediately changed my life and he passed eventually. And this house now and this estate was left to me to manage.
And so after he passed, at this point now you have had to develop these skills like you said.
Yes, and I started Airbnb. The first thing venture I went into was Airbnb.
A lot of people do that.
So I started
start make some money from real estate.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Started Airbnb in the house, and this is a house that is close to the Prime Minister office, and so
okay.
with a child,
and a good
big Airbnb feed here. So, I get some nice corporate clients, meet people, start understanding certain aspects, and I started getting into so if I making this amount of money, but I paying this out a month time, okay, yeah, so this that I've made that goes to bills and now this is mine. So I'm like, okay, what do I need to do with this money?
Man, learn profit. You learn profit early.
Yeah. So I said, all right, that is mine now, but it's still not enough to really cover my school fee or go and pay my school fee. And I actually did something that was so strange. I had all this money gathered up, school fee come and pass, and I never paid it.
Word.
And I look at it and I said, Mommy, I think my mindset changed. I want to go into something more numbers related. I want the business. I said, I want to pay school fee. I never pay it. I invest it back and double my money and come back.
Invested in school fee.
Yeah, that's what I did. That's how I got
Rita,
my
friend.
Invest my entire school fee.
Money for school fees.
You get your school fee money, you invest it instead?
Yeah.
Hold on, you invest your school fee also?
Yeah.
Alright, hold on, because I know how this is going to be twisted. I am not encouraging anybody.
Me either.
Yeah, that's not an encourage. Just because you hear me sounding happy and like I rate the man. I'm not encouraging anybody to do that. If you're in school, especially if you're in young, I know some people listen to this in high school. Stay in school, get your education. It really is the key. There is no knocking at the education. It's strong, my lord. Yeah?
True.
Remember, just a few
go through 5 years, right?
There we go. You get a lot early. Wow. Sorry, that impresses. So yeah, please get your education. That's not what we're saying. True. We're not saying that. The people who are supposed to do this, they know within their heart that they should do it, and everybody around them is supposed to tell them don't do it. All right, so I don't want anybody to say that I'm here on the earning season podcast around there. Then I tell anybody so they must invest them school fee. I would not say into that. I want it to be very clear. Having said that, but rate, you know. That is my, that's a my kind of thing, right? That's a dip on my face on it. Either it's our work or I'm dead. Because the truth is, this money now will save my life anyway. So it rate that. Wow. And you told your mother before. You, David.
Yeah, I told her. I said,
wow.
Oh, boy, you know, I'm getting really in tune with this numbers game, and I start doing little reading and start picking up little tidbits from these guys and just popping and looking in on the markets. I'm like, hey, listen, I have to invest in it. And we find something, because I started off with just regular Surgical. I started off with Sigma Equity. You know?
Big ad.
Yeah, man.
First year, Papa, a whole heap of people start off that way.
Yeah. First year, Papa get, for the year, it was about 32%.
Yo, this guy is really lucky. This guy, have you ever checked the history? You ever checked the history of Sigma Equity over the years?
I looked at it for a 5-year period before.
Before?
Yeah.
You remember it?
It moved from about 18% come up to 29. I can't remember the exact duration.
The very first one was 18, yeah.
18,
but what I mean is that like you are an example of enjoying the rise in the market. You whole heap of people in a whole heap of those things and never make money, but you come into it when it starts. Build up, Imagine one make 30 right off, but the entire market rose 31% last year. Yeah, you get in for your first lick and then you take that. Continue, sorry. You don't have to stop because every time you say it, no, I'm very surprised. Was that the school fee?
No, that wasn't a school fee.
Okay.
That was some of the Airbnb money. And then I was like, okay, use that, and because that was before week 10, you know. So that money they end up paying some school fees. So they have a bit after it. And then at this point, I had an account that I just got in my name because it was in trust to me.
I get you. So
but it just clear. And then I was like, oh yeah, now I have access to this account. And this account had
account and all the money in your business. Yeah. So you open an equity account.
Yeah. So I said right away, I look at my life and I said, boy, I see myself going in a different direction, you know. And I mean, this may be very unorthodox, but I'm going to take a bold move. And at this point, I used to watch a whole heap of motivational videos and really following what you love.
Like which one? You watch it, the Will Smith. I'm gonna get off the treadmill.
Will Smith, used to watch a couple of radio videos, you know, short videos.
Yeah.
You have this thing that comes on about A-Lux, you know, they tell you about, you know. So, yeah, man, I used to watch a lot of A-Lux videos too, and, you know, the bright side.
Rich people life, you know?
Yeah, man.
That is it.
You know, looking at Robert Kiyosaki, how he did it, and I'm like, wow. You know, I've always been a person that always challenges popular beliefs. I've always been one to say, is this really what it is? Just like what Kirk said about him doing research on the theoretical versus the practical value of the economics in the market. So I'm saying, all right, practically, I'm going to work in my field. I mean, this is the amount I would earn, whatever. And I'm like, I just collect 32% from my equity. And this was money I just sit down and put. And I'm like, it's not only about money still. But I'm also loving it. I'm so enthusiastic about it. It's building my confidence going forward. And I say, you know, I want to create a business like what these guys have. Street investments.
Word.
You know?
Meaning like an investment house.
Yeah, man. Investment house. And I'm brainstorming and saying, I need to link up with guys that are at a higher level than me. So right there off the bat, you know, come out a week 10 again. Throw in my school fee. Come out a week 10 with more.
Wow.
Jump to Select F. Yeah. Make the same money make off a week 10 again. Jump to Rita.
Hold on. Select F now.
No, man, go to
it went as high as
172. I sold at $1.65.
Yeah.
No, but I remember. I just want you to say it. I just want you to get your props on here. So, you know what I tell you? Say I know people who sell in the 60s and the 170s. Yeah. Why did you sell?
Well, I was looking at it. I had set out a value that I thought it would bounce between, because I was thinking about it. I was looking at the sentiment of the market at the time. The sentiment was very high, coming off of the summer where, you know, a lot of stocks had jumped double digits. So looking at it, and I'm saying, and some even triple. For the financial index, which is the most popular index on the market, you find the financial
It was
financial
only
stocks are
index
like
at
a
the
given.
time.
There was no index at the time, but the stocks on the market were like a given. You know, we had NCD popping up from about $90 going straight up to 100 and odd, you know. So, I mean, just looking at that, the rise in the market, and I'm like, hey, listen, this index going to perform well, and plus it's coming at a discount to the NAV. I mean, I initially set out for 15%. I was just looking at 15%. I actually sold a small amount at 15%, and then something came to me and I said, you know what, hold it, just build, just go and watch your market, go and ride the waves, go. You know, within 2-3 days more, I saw this thing going up to $1.50, and I'm like, hey, listen, I'm cutting at $1.60. You know? Start selling at that $1.60. I sell all of it $1.65. So I said, yeah, man, boom, that's me out again. Then Barita train, boom, that's me in. Boom, that's me out again, because I remember these guys' story, how they were afraid to touch back Barita after they got the gains. And I'm like, hey, listen, this Barita train, you know, I see how it moving, you know. Man buy at 90, man sell at 32, and so there's no more to grow. And I like how you guys touch on that point, because that is a relative point, you know. How far can you really get? But when you find a solid business, solid model, solid reporting, solid quarter over quarter increase in profits, and always increasing them revenue, you know, that cornerstone deal coming into them, and I'm like, wow, Barita, this is a company that is poised for growth. So when I hear a price, when it coming at a discount, and this time it was at about $80 and
45.
I'm like, listen, that's a no-brainer.
And then I remember when I talk about this, and then they must say he was worried about the amount of shares him have. And then I was saying, no man, it renounceable. Don't worry about that, because I think at that point the guys in Cornerstone had up to 80%. I must say, yo, I think they might go renounce, if I not all, but some, and you can end up grab more. And then the amount he got from the rights issue is way more than he had before.
And 1,000 shares.
And him get like 3,000. He get enough. Yeah. So
You might really look out. I can't think of a better start. Him go funds.
Sigma
back when
Equity,
them start
boom,
make
30.
funds. Back for the first time in a long time when them start make money again. Then him go first IPO.
Week 10, boom, 65.
Then him go select F. Not lots of people made the kind of money that he made up. He sold near the peak. Then him come out that him touch Barita. Well, Barita would have been before. Well, no. The second rights issue. Second rights issue. Then come out. Can you imagine you come out of you are under the impression that you're the people they talk about. You're the impression that is this easy? Brother, you have had a hell of a run. You have managed to do.
If you listen to what he's doing, it wasn't a random picking.
It's not
Exactly. There are things he ignored.
Exactly. There's so many things he ignored. Wow.
But I mean,
not that what you do is impossible, you know. It's
No.
What it's things like what we do, but I couldn't imagine starting like that. That's a hell of a start.
Yo, me never start so either.
let's put some level-headedness to it, because
You didn't sound like not level-headed, but go on talk. Sorry.
because when I just started it, you know, my advisor had my investment. Big up my investment advisor.
You want to big her up by name? You want to send some people to her?
Big up Tamisha.
Yeah, big up Tamisha.
Big up Tamisha.
Coincidentally, she's
Both of your
Advisor.
advisors.
All three of us.
All three of
Yeah.
your advisors.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I
So she's
found out
876.
after.
Really?
Yeah.
Which brokerage house?
Sagicor.
Big her up, man. Big her up properly,
Big up
man.
Tamisha Hitchens. Big her
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, man. So if you guys can give her a recommendation, if you like her service, because people are always asking who is a good
Yeah,
advisor, who is good
Tamisha is-
service.
She's really good, man.
Yeah,
She's
why
really
is she
on
really
top of
good?
the game. I mean, you know, like how a lot of people have problems with getting in contact, getting the funds in right away, all of that. Yeah,
She
man,
deal with it
Tamisha,
properly.
She's always on top of it. You know, some people you can't leave them a note and not expect to remind them tomorrow about it. She's there as 9 o'clock, you know, bank
Boom.
she did a boom, she email you, bam. Just send me quickly. If you send her an email, she'll call the same time. Okay, confirmation. Bam. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Good
that I
service.
like. That I don't know her, but yeah.
Not tell about that person.
Yeah. I can't afford to, but I'm glad that
Can't
you
start
guys do
bum
it.
rush them. Man.
Yeah, but I'm glad. But on the flip side, now I'm thinking about it. We have to praise people with things like that.
Yeah,
So
man.
man, big that up. But you said her name again. So people can
Tamisha
ask for her.
Hitchens.
Tamisha Hitchens.
Big up Tamisha Hitchens.
Yeah, man. Sorry, so I interrupted you. You were saying something, but I wanted the person to get a big up.
Yeah, man. 'cause-
Especially a lady.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So she started me off and giving me some small advice on some companies, companies that usually pay good dividend. The usual level-headed advice to find, okay, yes, your SVL and your Seprod, and that's two companies say, yeah, man, staple. So I had those companies in my portfolio from about last year, July.
Okay.
Right? That's why I said let's get level-headed now, because those two stocks I never saw significant growth in my portfolio.
I don't think they have moved much.
Just,
I think
no,
SVL
they have
has moved
moved
into the 20s.
Separate as
SVL would have been what?
actually I got SVL at 29.
Oh.
So I started actually the other day I just leveled down my SVL because I'm just saying, okay.
You spoke to her and she helped you in the level companies, SVL and the
Seprod. She also told me about NCB and
Strong.
Sagicor.
Strong.
And she made me that was those Sagicor and NCB were really good picks, because I got Sagicor at about $56.
Ooh.
And
Ooh, yeah,
I got a good amount of Sagicor at 56. I got a good amount of NCB at 135 at the time. So she gave me some good picks, but that's why I said let's go to level-headed.
You really think this market is easy, man?
So him just get up out of bed, bring the vibes, and get the money.
I mean, what I love about it, that's why I'm going to say SVL and Seprod taught me something. And it throughout the year, I was constantly monitoring these stocks, constantly watching what they're doing. SVL, these guys are corporate action kings, Everything they announce. Before the new year, they came out with managerial changes, post more shares in post-to-post, prime sport betting acquisition champion. So I mean, I was looking into that. I'm like, okay, I expect SVL to receive more traction in the company.
You say you start May 2019.
Yeah.
And you used to be a physical therapist. Yeah, man, go on talk.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right, I expect a big boom from SVL.
Yeah.
And
why? Because of that formation.
Because of that formation, and also we were talking about Guyana, and they have already entered that market. They're just trying to consolidate the operations now to actually, because this management restructuring is actually to boost and carry that Guyana operations forward. So I mean, not just Guyana, but the entire region. But there's a focus on pushing that, because that's a new space of investment for them. So that's very important to grow. So I mean, that really made me love in SVL. Seprod, because Seprod, I mean, household staple. Look at it. When I started, I never knew much about the company. Look into it now, we see that certain redundancies due to the sugar, cutting off the sugar off the arm of the books. I mean, looking into it, strong company, they have strong revenues, because even the last report we see that revenues increase over 70%. So it shows that they have the ability to make money. Sometimes we don't focus on how important top line is, but I mean, proving yourself that you can actually make the money is actually important. And when shareholders can actually know the reason why you're bleeding a loss, because I think the loss was about 8%. It was negative. It was 8% loss for that third quarter period there. That way to September 2019.
So
that was from them.
I think somebody listening might want to know, because were you always good at math? Were you always
No,
into this
I
stuff?
hated math. Actually, when I was in high school, I was the one there before CSEC. I used to say to my mother, boy, I don't think I'm going to pass.
People use the math things, they don't go at math or whatever, as a deterrent for investing. I've been in really serious math since I come in this space.
No, there's not.
It's not, if you don't like math, trust me, come into this space. You're not kill you, trust me. You can add, subtract, multiply, and divide.
That's it. That's the core.
That's
because I mean, sometimes it's the fear that cripple people.
Definitely.
It's the fear. So
definitely fear.
When you can push away that fear and get into it, because even if it means to get into it and lose, trust me, you're going sharp.
You learn some lessons.
And that's why.
That's why. And lose money.
Definitely, and that's why I talk about SVL and Seprod. So I mean, everything sounds chirpy around what I've been talking about, but these currently my holdings in those two companies are down.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, but the important thing is that I know why they're down.
And
You know?
yeah.
I know what I'm looking for from them.
Which is right.
Yeah.
So you're not worried?
No, I'm not worried. By what I see so far from these companies, no, I'm not worried at all. I actually expect the pullback. I expected the pullback quite earlier than what it is at now because, I mean, separate when looking at the PE ratio of separate from about September compared to the industry, very high, you know? It was at about 30 something, I don't remember, 36
Separate?
there about, yeah. So, I mean, looking at it, I'm like, wow, it seems way overvalued, but I mean, when you look at the FACE commodities, the Musan Group acquisition consolidation, the operation of how they improve their factory in Bagua, they're about to, you know, make operations a bit more cleaner. I mean, they have spent heavy money in refining operations. But I do expect this top line revenue of because 71% increase in revenue is no joke. But now we expect to see it reflect more in the bottom line. It will trickle down eventually. I gradually see this the sugar arm loss coming off of the reports, which I see down the line. You will see it take some time and eventually go. But I mean, I'm not concerned at the moment. If something big come up and I say, okay, I need to probably break even here, I probably will average down a bit or
You're saying
sell.
about the timeline on this. So you're not really watching it to be tomorrow it will be good. So.
No, I'm not watching it because these are strong companies, strong fundamentals. So I mean, I'm not worried about the companies. I understand what they're going through. So that's the most important thing because when you don't understand, you tend to panic. And
And you define your goals already for where you want.
Yeah, man,
so
definitely.
Like you're in the right place. Can't knock you for that.
Definitely.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, cause you know the usual. I mean this. It's either I'm holding on because boy I don't know what happened, but maybe something must go back up.
Yeah.
Or I'm afraid to realize that loss.
Yeah. Or just people scared once it start drop them sell and frightened.
Because I mean, even if I'm to
Rich
sell,
already,
I will
you
be
know.
afraid. Because I mean, when I look at comparable to the gains that I've made from other, I mean, I can break even here, but I mean, I know what I'm in this for. I have
you
a
defined that goal
picture in my
already.
mind.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
What's your timeline on that, if you don't mind?
Well, my timeline on it, I'll be looking past the first half of the year. If the first half of the year has gone and I'm in a worse position than I currently am in terms of how low the stock price has fallen, I will.
Okay.
At Forex that I talking, so now I'm stop loss.
So you touch Forex. We're going to take a small break and we'll come right back to it and we'll touch that and you talk about Forex. So we get Malik for talk more too. You touch Forex too?
No,
Sir Kramer? No. Alright. So we'll talk about that at a small break.
That's actually something. That's one of the reasons why I come in at 2 a.m. because
That's the time when you're up
I'm
doing
doing
Forex trading.
I do the Forex and I
Don't
spread
ask
the
me.
news to these
Don't
guys.
ask me. No, hold it. Yeah, hold it. We're gonna hold it. One pause. We're back, and you just hear Mr. Hype Man tell us a lot about how him started, how he started, and what he was doing, and how he actually got. I can't even say if him get him skills because him so new in it, but him saying things that people with a lot more time in the market haven't said. So I like that. Kramer, we'll jump to you quickly. Tell me your story, how you started.
All right. So how I started was I had a friend who I think he placed second in the Sagicor competition, the UE stock trading.
Sagicor stock.
Trading.
Trading competition. Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, bro, I saw you in this. We in the same classes, so we learn about the whole stocks thing in some of the accounting classes. But like, give me a rundown how you get started and all of that. So after he gave me a rundown, him say you can start with just 10 grand, and he say you can go JMB because the Moneyline platform and how it's efficient and the customer service and all of that. I think that was the first time I actually saw both of you guys on Twitter. We were having a discussion about, I did say, oh, I like Moneyline because of how it served my needs. And then you guys were saying, oh, yo, yeah. So the first stock I bought was T-Tech. Got it around like $6 and change. Ride it, I'll go all the way up to 10.
Damn.
And then
Where people don't make the money off of T-Tech all now, you know.
yeah. And then I say, oh, so it's easy, man. Let's pick a company, you know. And then I think around about that time, I saw a little after that, I did see JetCon. I think JetCon did the stock split somewhere around there. I think some in that region. So it ran on the announcement of the stock split. It ran after the stock split. I'm going to say, I need to get on the train here. So jump on the train and the train started go the other direction with me. So I'm like, wait, oh shoot. So realize the losses and I'm like, why am I buy JetCon? Because I did that run. When I say JetCon sell car, I can't tell you if them sell car at a loss or a profit.
Yeah.
I can't tell you if they make a profit if it's bigger than the last year, it's smaller.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I bought into JetCon other than, it did that run.
Yeah. Kind of like IPO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a fundamental flaw or mistake that I made early on, and I'm glad I made it so early. I never make enough
And you
money.
realize it.
And
Yeah.
I realized it. So after that, I moved on from that. So how I started or how I met my first real big money in the market was I was working in the first year of the masters, I told you guys, and then so I'm working. So mom say, all right, for the tuition I go half and half, right? So I had my half, I collect a half from her, and it's the same time which Wisinko came out with their IPO. Yeah. And I remember my Virgin that tell me, say, oh bro, don't buy in a company if it over, the PE is over 25. So I said, well, Wisinko is coming at like 14, 15 or something. I said, well, it's under 25 and solid company, and I like what they do with the products, everybody know the Wisinko products, and I feel like you can't open your fridge and don't say a Wisinko product. It's very rare that you would open the fridge and not.
I think
say
IPO they say that every 3 days. Has to.
Yeah. So I did take my school fee money and put it in a Wisinko.
Damn.
And then what I did was when it ran up to about 12, 13, I did some calculations. So
What we think of IPO that?
747.
747, all right.
So my bro was telling No,
man, 747.
So my bro was telling me, don't buy above P at 25. So I did some little calculations. I said, all right, the prices go to this, that means the PE would start approaching 25. So when I see the approaches, I start selling. So this is where I started. This was my first real start with realistical timeline and goals. So what I did, I never sell everything. So I took off enough profits, enough interest that
you're
I got.
accruing the profit, like you say, yeah. So if you're going for 100 grand and you go up to 150, you take off the 50 and leave the 100. Yeah.
So I covered enough tuition.
Yeah.
So I could have the first semester exams.
Your mother know this already?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't want this to be the first time.
No, I didn't even get her money out of it.
Oh, you get her money out of it? Damn. Yo.
Yeah, give me money out of it, and then I used the money in the market.
At what age?
This was when I just started masters. I was 20.
Up.
Yeah. So the second semester I was still buying and saying I had a little JMMB, and then I had to get pulls around that time for $1.80.
Strong.
So I was making some good gains, and then I decided to stop working for the second year of the masters and become a tutor. So I just want a different experience, because while working, I did meet, as I said, I did get to interact with John Jackson and all of that. We disagreed sometimes, we agreed because I was working at DBJ, as I said.
Yeah.
So I decided that, I'm going to, be a tutor. But then being a tutor, what they do, they're not going to give me the school fee. They're not going to just pay it straight across.
Oh, you...
Yeah, I'm pay. Why do you for pay we back? So I'm like, oh shoot. So I did half a cash out and everything. I used the cash flow to sustain myself throughout.
Okay, yes. But what I say, one of the good things is that a lot of people don't do it. me and Danai always talk about this. Because Danai tell say, yo, is me pushing for to spend some money out of the gains. But what I like is that when you are in your time of need, all the money that you spend, you say, system say, boy, some end up spend it all back down to zero. The money never did a year ago, You made that money, and when you needed it, the market was there for you. You have experienced what it is to have a need and invest in order to fill it. And it's a surprise need, because when you do it, you never know.
Yeah,
right? You figure you'd have the time to do it. So you man really make it so buy food every day.
Sustain yourself, you gotta have a little expenses here and there. Sometimes I have to stay on campus, catch it bridging, because I live a bag walk, you don't know where I study 11, 12, 1, can't go.
Yeah, sometimes you can't go through Spain and stuff.
Buy food, cook breakfast, more while my for. It just to sustain. It's tough.
You know the money in the college in Jamaica, and
I even can say, the story of how dividends did help me, like, so in the very last part of the master's life.
When you wrap up the master's degree.
Like 2-3 weeks did left, but we don't have school every day, so lunch money, come in. And
not like that.
I have a screenshot of the bank account. I had, in May, I had $42. And then I had like 3 weeks left out of school, and I'm like, yo, Jano, what am I gonna do? And then I remember that I had some dividend checks. So I did have some 6 bills, some 12 bills, $1,000, 8 bills, 9 bills. And then all like cumulatively came up to $5,000. I remember the figure because it was 5,000 exact. I never expected it to, I didn't think of 5,000 some cents. It was 5,000 flat. So to this day, I remember it. So I moved from having $42 and don't know how I'm going to survive the last 3 weeks of my university life. To remember, I was investing, I got dividends to having $5,042.
Damn, that's so good. Yo, over what time did you invest? The start of investing versus that point is how many months?
So late, about summer 2017 to about... So pay off the school fee for the first year, which
you're wrapping
2018, and wrap the masters 2019.
So from 2017 to 2019.
Yeah.
And within that time, he managed to just accidentally buck up on some enough dividends to help him when him get the money in the face.
Yeah.
Wow. But then if the dividend check them even come true, that means that they must have been at least 6 months old, because they'd be still dated otherwise.
Yeah.
So it was recent.
Yeah. Some recent ones.
Oh, that's strong. I like that. I like that. I love that. So we have the different types of starting. We have the braffing start. We have the rough and make it start. We have the next rough and make it, but we're in the middle of school. And then we have you started from from Malik, where you say you started from somebody helping you.
Third form. So so my journey to it was basically third form. I looked at it and I was like, all right, Malik. I don't know. Like from a younger time, I realized that I think different. Like about money, I think different, because I realized that you need money to do a lot of things in life. It's not the something for everything, but you need money to do a lot of things.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody tell you can't pay your bills with nothing. You need money. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I looked at it and I was like, all right, cool. Mums gave $500, $500 Jamaican dollars. I said, all right, cool. So, party mix, that thing where I like having the Doritos and all of
that. Cheese tricks,
Party mix, I think it was like $80 at the time. Right? Bag juice, one bag juice. I think it was two, one bag juice.
And this is at high school?
High school.
Which high school did you go?
George's.
George's. Yeah. Big up your...
Party mix and bag juice. Every day, whenever I carry a man wants it, I know more one, because I look point and say, yo, JMB need 10 grand for open account.
Yeah.
And me need 10 grand. But can I go to mommy and say, mommy, give me 10 grand? No. She's not going to say no.
Yeah.
So this is why I'm saying, all right, here, I'm not going to ask somebody for no. I got to deal myself. Take the 10 grand and say, all right, 5 days. So after bills, you $20 for go on a JT to go yard. That's it. So
damn.
Every day, 120. You see, there's every day. When I even think about for go over that 120, someone just stop me and say, yo, like, but I take the money out of my pocket and say, yo, hit, and I'll just put it back in. Just not say, hey.
Hit that.
You need a 380 every day. Every single day.
Can't get robbed, can't last.
No.
In the budget for robbery.
No, yo, man, I'm surprised if you did. Yo, my strategy isn't foolproof, but guess what? hit me at work. My mindset tells me, say, yo, I need 380 a day, every day, up until I have the 10 grand, and then after that, I can say, all right, maybe I can use 3 bills. But still, I need to be saving all of it, as much of it as possible.
Yeah, and I can tell you, say that the discipline of doing that, something I make sure I want to say is that the discipline of doing that is more important than investing in itself. Yeah, investing in anything, the discipline of being able to save like that. How long did it take you to save?
Like a month.
A month?
Yeah, because remember, it's 380 a day, every day, you know.
Yeah, but say it and do it.
No, I'm so serious. Randy, I'm going to say, man, do it.
Yeah.
I'll go do it.
But every time I save it on a phone, I buy.
No, but you see,
I misspend money, spend on it.
I don't save and buy shoes and.
Because you see, even up to this day, this is the same mentality I use. Like I have 4 streams of income, right? I have my work because I'm an engineer. So I have my work. I got every day from 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Cool. I have my stocks, so I buy and sell stocks. Cool. And I have cars. I buy and sell cars as well. So you see the money I get from buying and selling cars, can't touch it. The only way is if I'm sick and I need the money, but not touching it. Money from stocks, worse not touch it. Just compounding. Have to be the compounding. And the thing is, everyone has their needs. Everyone has it. So if me the point I'm saying, oh, you know, someone want to buy this, someone want to buy that. Yeah. All right. You know what I said? But but whatever I work, whatever I get paid, if that can't pay for it, that's not for me.
Same time do it too.
Yeah, man. I just not for me.
Live within the cash flow.
Oh, you sell what kind of car you sell?
Oh, every kind of car. I'm import cars and I sell them.
Man, like a jet can company.
Hey, I didn't know that motorbike, you know.
So long, you need a car. What kind of car you sell?
Import.
Yeah, but I like that you have the discipline to do that, and the discipline is very, 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 very important. If you do it, and you're still doing it, right? Still do it. Yeah, it's very, very good. Do you save and put in a saving account though?
You know the joke? Oh. I legit don't have a saving account. Everything I get straight to my equity account.
You serious?
I swear to you.
Oh, well, yeah,
I swear to you. Like up until this day, I'm always broke. I never have cash.
We know them.
Never have cash.
Trust me. Trust me.
Now, if you look at them, I say, boy, when I know this, I go work.
I know you
never have cash.
Didn't someone say, I'll go spend the money, I'll spend it. By next week, you're equity account.
Exactly. Just get an equity account. You just have to go like
My
mindset.
No, I was just adding to his point. My saving account are a flat bridge block, so I have money to pay extra fare.
That is funny if you go through the guards. Seriously, you know.
Yeah, got extra fare for going on the alternative route.
Oh God, what do you call it? When you go John's Road, you come up John's Road.
Oh, Barry. Yeah, and the other way, a Sligoville. And then
I like the fact that all three have 3 different stories, 3 different styles are coming into it, right? And 3 different approaches to the market. So I don't want people miss out on the benefits of that style. So of course, in the earning season, if you run the earning season gauntlet. So I start off with Mr. Kramer Rao, and this we'll do this one with a twist because we feel you guys bad, honestly. But I can confess it. People lose a good chunk of the record, and I'm so sorry when I don't hear it because them bad. Right, them bad. So we can't try to recreate it, but I'm going to ask the same question, which is give the people run the gauntlet. The gauntlet. Because I was in the bad, I'll give you 2 companies to pick. So I start with you, Kirk. Sometimes you hear me call Kirk Kramer. The same person, Kirk Kramer. 2 companies that you think will grow on the JSC and in what time? So usually we ask people, 1 year. We're not gonna ask you 1 year, because it's bad. So I'll give you 1 year and a second one for a second time. You can pick whatever amount of time the second one is.
So I would go with mail pack for 6 months, and I think that they will deliver they'll grow by about 60%. And
60% on mail pack in 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was counting from today, February
1st.
Yeah, well, I said February 3rd.
Third,
February 3rd.
yeah.
So February 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
And you think it's going to be 60%.
Mm-hmm.
So that moved from $2 today to $3.20. So by August 1, you think it'll be $3.20.
Yeah.
60% growth. Why?
All right, so in looking at mail pack, the first thing when the IPO prospectus came out and I just saw the numbers, right? I had read it wrong initially. So I was saying, Malik, man, I like how this look, I don't know how to gauge it. Cause 12 months greater than the 9 months, and then Malik I said, no man, the 9 months greater than the 12 months. And I said, oh.
So for simple, what you're saying is pretty much that you notice, say between, I don't know if I get the months right, but I just use these months, between January and September of the current year, they make more money than they make between January and December of the previous year. Yeah, and then still have Christmas for coming.
Yeah, still have that final quarter for coming, and they did that IPO in the final quarter, which is normally their strong quarter. Also, one of the things I did look to Mailpack, I realized with the targeting of the unbanked, because not a lot of persons have credit cards or Visa debit cards. Or even bank account, right. Yeah.
But everybody know fine. Everybody want things.
Everybody want things. People love things. So what I realized with their MasterCard, they allow you to be able to make online purchases using their MasterCard. Yeah. Another thing that I also saw with them is just some of the offerings that they have, like the no tax address, also the smooth the ability to like have a return policy.
And what that mean is that they unlike many other places, if you buy something online in Jamaica through Mailpack, they also offer you the ability to return it in case it not fit.
Yeah, so like sneakers, size 7.
I don't know, but yeah.
Size 7 in Adidas sneakers is not size 7 in Nike sneakers.
I get you. I
so
get you.
When you order size 7, I'm thinking you want a size 7, probably a 7.5. You would have to go through a hassle for actually return it, forget the...
You probably wouldn't return it, let's be serious, you probably try to sell that. Yeah.
You gotta stretch it with a little backline.
Because somebody get it.
Stretch that something.
Yeah. I try to sell it. Yo, my shoes are buying, I buy some shoes and not fit me. Yeah, which is a regular thing. So Mailpack literally.
Yeah.
Shoes.
I just not fit. So Mailpack
brand new.
Coming with a thing to allow you to not have to go through that problem, pretty much, right?
Yeah, and additionally, I realized that they decided to report Q4 numbers in lieu of doing just the full year audited. Yeah. So what I realized from my time in the market that that's an indication from what I've seen with the experiences that I've seen that hey, some strong numbers are coming for Q4. I want to show you the Q4.
Oftentimes, yeah.
Oftentimes.
Yeah. Nobody not tell the numbers ahead of time unless they want either give guidance
or
they want to say, yo, we're so excited. So what they've said is that, yo, we need to report in 60 days. We choose to report in 45.
Yeah,
within
45.
Within. Already with the reports and been shut in from before last year. 2020 now.
Barita. I remember the Barita report came out July 8th. Yeah. And they moved from 45 to like bills.
Funny story about that.
What that?
You see, I read an article Sunday night about Barita. And it was at 45. And I was like, yo, I don't know. I look at the all the reports and I was like, yo, I feel like, say, yo, Barita, I'm going to release a report soon. And the numbers were going to drop. It just, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, You see, Monday, I go in and say I try to layer my bids to at least make sure I get some.
Hold on, here the man just said that.
So I try to layer my bids.
When you say start from third form, so you get it. All right?
Yeah. So I try to layer my bids to at least get some.
What I mean, because people wondering.
Oh, all right. So say you want to get a company, right? But you're not sure exactly what price you can get it at. So what you do is that you put, like say, I usually go with at least like 3 to 4. So I'd go like say 45, 45.30. 45.50, 45.70, 46.
So you put in multiple orders for the specific
just in case. Just in case.
I can actually.
I really want that 45, but just in case, I don't want to get nothing at all. I just make sure I at least get something.
Because how more is spending?
Exactly.
I can actually watch the volumes to say you can go right above a man and buy 100,000.
There we go. Yes. That's something we talk about all the time. Where one of the lessons that we learn is that
And then,
sometimes you're going to something for make, you plan for make 80%, but you sit on a different, you get $1. I'm not buy it for 108 because it's 8% more. But brother, you buy it for $2. You buy it for sell it at $2. You really lose the chance for sell it at $2 for 8%. Yeah.
Go in the queue, buy what's there for what we an okay price. So you $5 cool. It was at $5 before. $7 load up in the queue. I'm gonna say it's a $10 stock. $7 cool still. So buy
We take
$7
it, yeah.
drop some $5 there in the
Exactly.
Just in case. We take it.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, what's important is your money.
Money, true. That's true.
What did you say, Malik? What you said earlier that well, it's not you. Just said it's either you or David did say that a loss hurts more than a gain at the same amount. Yeah.
oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Last hurt.
Lose
More than
around-
the
Lose.
gain.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
man, it's crazy.
I mean, it's
Yeah, Kurt, you say, yeah. Yeah.
Worse.
More than-
Hurt worse than
Worse.
And if you run the numbers, if a stock is at $1 and it dropped to 70 cents, it have to rise more than the percentage that it dropped in order for you to get back where you were. Yeah. So it really requires more work. And that's in life, yeah. 10 people say them like, oh yeah, the one person this year and this sit down there. Yeah. So it takes something else. But yeah, I like that you use that strategy. I like that strategy. I don't know. I mean, I do it sometimes. But like,
Depending on what's going on.
yeah, and how much you're going with, how much money. But that's a nice strategy. I would say below $1 million. Yeah, if somebody.
I running about the issue because the first, we did at 45, just hit 45 right after the run up. And the first results dropped. And it was strong. I would say it's not going to move because guess what? They're already pricing.
Yeah.
We'll say, oh, cool, we start buying because guess what? The next results coming. It'll be the same way. Money I go make.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so said, so done. Yeah, and well, I've said enough about how I feel about Rita this year. So I like that, Kramer. You give us
Additionally, for the mail pack as well as all of
more
those.
upon more. Damn.
Yeah, for the all of those like additional services. Remember this quarter is their strongest quarter.
That's Christmas quarter. Yes.
Christmas quarter.
Yeah, that's also the Black Friday quarter.
Friday,
That's also the what them call it.
Cyber
Monday quarter. Yeah. People
Christmas,
buying anything for the new year.
buying
That's
for
the
the new
quarter.
year.
Yeah. And this is go ahead.
I was also looking at something as well. I was looking at for previously to that quarter, it was announced that unemployment rate decreased. So persons will have there are more persons who have greater disposable income.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna use a little econ term. Our marginal propensity to consume foreign goods is very high. So I'm gonna get little money in my wallet, jump on Amazon and buy one thing and you know?
Yeah, we're foreign minded, man.
Yeah.
Foreign frightened. I get you. So in other words, you make your money, you want boss it too. Yeah. Put a call center my work. The whole of we eat lunch, everybody there on them WhatsApp. What? More on WhatsApp too. Yeah, me I buy a banger. And for the price of a banger, my cousin said I can buy something and ship it in and ship it through mail back and read it. You get me? You never know. And all you need is somebody to do something with them that didn't do it the year before.
That's true.
Right? I need you to make $1 this year that you didn't make the year before. So I like that. So you cover it 60% steep doing my lord, but 60% August 1,
Yeah.
2020.
And then we have a factor in the tax break from listing on their strongest. They're normally they're the best quarter.
Yeah, so the best quarter is now going to be not only the best quarter, but the best quarter tax free.
Tax free.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the thing. No.
And the stock price is currently at $2. Damn. All right. So next up, I like that. But next up, your 1 year pick.
So my 1 year pick is Pulse.
Pulse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
So remembering say I did have Pulse from $1.80. I did sell and take a position in it. You know?
Yeah,
In and
you
out.
jump
In
out
and
and
out.
jump back in.
In and out of Pulse.
Yeah.
But then I realized that they're consistently growing their revenues, and they also, I realized that Pulse coming to market for the announcement said rights issue, stock split, or both of them. So just touching on the issue of the rights issue first, they wouldn't, from my experience, come to the market for rights issue unless they lined up a deal that they need that rights issue money for.
One time, like Signals. Them not ask for it unless something was already set.
And then very recently, I saw them come out on the JSE website with an announcement that they're doing some real estate developments
At Villarenai. Correct. Yeah.
So
they're doing some townhouses.
Yeah.
Plus
so
their hotel.
Plus their hotel. So looking at that, so that means that Pulse has a deal lined up that they will use the right issue money to execute, as well as the stock split. So from my experience, again, as I say, in the market, the price moves just on the announcement of the rise issue. And then price can move as well on the announcement of the stock split. And
why do you think that? Because, for example, a stock split doesn't change anything fundamentally about the company. It had 100 shares, now it have 1,000 shares by the same company.
It makes it more liquid, so persons can actually get in. Also, before I make that point, just the whole idea of the nominal value being low.
Man come with another one, the nominal value of that. What does that mean, sir?
So it is the face value. So remember we learned about values in grade 3. Face value, place value.
My grade 3 and your grade 3 have 10 solid years in between them.
So it's just that the
so you
how the
nominal value in grade 3?
No, first face value. Face value.
Value at all.
Yeah, face value, place value.
Yeah. No,
100 tens and ones.
I'm with you.
So persons will what I realize is when the nominal value is low, persons will be more in tune to buy. So for example, with NCB when it was at 189 last summer, persons were saying, 189 kind of price, but they're not really looking at the fact that in terms of a relative value, it's actually cheap.
Yeah,
but I'm looking at the 189.
Yeah,
looking at the 189, I must say 189 is a big number.
Yes.
So looking at polls, for whatever reason, persons will be looking and say, 6 for this. I feel like 6 is a big number for this. So them though, a 3 to 1, they might say $2 not so bad.
Yeah.
So it
what then I want to say to you some more. I said I wanted them to do that 10 to 1. Because I said if they'd be brave enough to go below $1. Split down to below $1.
We'll see how that gonna.
Yeah, because what you're touching is a psychological point.
The lower denomination, the lowest denomination goes a cent. You get more percentage on cent moves
than
because that cent is related to the price.
Exactly. And then you add the psychology to that.
Yeah.
Maybe our pulse won't be a good example, but we'll use it. So let's say maybe it wouldn't be worth 40% more. It wouldn't jump 40%. Or it wouldn't jump more. It has more than 40%. It's almost 50%, right? But if it's at 60 cents, it will jump to $1 if them drop good results right after. Because psychologically, it's just we carry it for $1.20, $1.
So also, we can actually factor in the timing of each move. So let's say
timing jumps.
So let's say they do the rights issue first, close the deal, and then so the price will run on the rights issue because person I try to get in for have the right to get the additional shares.
There we go.
They close the deal and they say, all right, after this, now we're going to do a stock split.
Boom.
Because I run on the rights issue and go probably like 10.
Yeah, so you get all the money.
Yeah, so we'll do a stock split and then run again after.
Yeah. The money will make a whole heap of money.
Yeah.
You're going to make a lot of money. You're going to find that you're going to be very lonely in that. Well, you're not lonely because you have your brethren in, but you're not going to find a lot of people in the industry that are on the level you are and talking the way that I hear you guys talking, because the industry don't sound like you guys and they don't look for the things you guys look for, right? But I'm glad that you guys are there because you're actually in the industry, so you can be part of the change that you want to see, right? Like, same thing with the thing. You want some change, we start actually show the change.
True.
So I like that. So you say, boom, Pulse, your percentage expectation for it is? 100% by February 1, 2021?
Yeah. 100%.
Strong. Let me point out, guys, that nobody on this episode, myself included, is a licensed financial advisor, and none of this is financial advice, right? Yet. Oh, say it again, man.
Yet. Licensed candidate because of the masters.
And so you're well qualified for it. Yeah. You have applied to be licensed?
The application, it went through. So
okay, so you're just waiting to hear from FSC.
For
that's
the job.
Your job. Okay, that's good. I like that. You are going to get a lot of pressure Tell the people them you're at. I don't want them pressure me.
Oh, the at is at CRLB__ on Twitter.
On Twitter. And his at is in the show notes, guys. Please don't DM me or email me. I know you say if you don't have Twitter, I'm sorry. If you don't have Twitter, it's twitter.com, open it. I can't help you get a link to it. I want to help you, but just like you're doing it, there's 10 other people doing it to the same way. So it's not that I don't want to help you, but I'm literally swamped. But boom, 2 big picks. I can't find nothing in them other than great stuff. And I like that you've covered every single one of your bets with multiple reasons. So even if I'm wrong about the rights issue, the stock split there. Even if I'm wrong about the rights issue and the stock split, them I put some new house on the land. Even if I'm wrong about the new house on the land, them are them best ever with the hotel. I like that. Mail pack, same thing with the Christmas, them develop them a show like them you're doing exactly the things that Dana and I talk about, the things that we think to be real, the things that you have to pay attention to. Boom, Mr. Malik.
All right.
Started in third form.
Yeah.
What your first pick?
First pick is have to be JMB. Have to be JMB. Other person don't really pre them. JMB. So
You might be wrong on that, you know.
Huh?
I'll be pre them.
alright, so yeah, JMB, right? So
Currently at $45.80.
yeah,
Yes, and what do you think that they'll grow to?
4 months,
4 months.
40%.
Damn, him cut it down.
Yeah,
40%. So
4
by
months,
June 1, 2020.
4 months, 40%.
Wow.
You can message me back and we can talk about
No,
Strong conviction.
you're gonna be on earnings season. We're gonna invite you guys back.
Yeah, trust
Yeah.
me, 4 months, 40%. Thing is, when you look at JMB,
So it'll be $64.12. Continue. Sorry to
might
interrupt.
even be too low, but let's just
Wow.
be conservative, right? So watch it. JMB, what you have to look at is this. So when you look at their last results, right? So okay, people are saying, all right, so APO, they were at between 52 and 55. Cool? Like I said, all right, cool. Fairly divided at 52, 55. APO news drop. Everybody sell down, price then drop, and then the APO price was $30 if you have the shares or you're a team member, and then $38.75 if you're just anyone else. So all right, cool. Now it's been trading at what? $45? So all right. But what you have to look at is this. Prior to the APO, they're at 52.
Yeah.
Cool?
And
now what happened is that recent results, they literally covered their dilution. So the dilution was about 20-something%. They did 31%
in terms of profit.
in terms of profit.
So in terms of our
31%. And the
real
dilution was
number to me, I have gained more than I have lost in the But the reality though is that no. No. The reality in terms of true dilution, from a dilute to dilute.
APO allowed it to people. There's a pool for JMB shareholders.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
they
yeah.
could apply and get.
Even more. Yeah, but still.
But still, yeah, in terms of a dollar term.
Dollar term, you have to look at it. They
yeah.
covered the dilution, right?
So
Yeah.
each share is worth more.
Exactly.
Based on more profit to the share is more.
It's worth more, right?
Exactly.
And then we look at it is that, okay, so December start last year, I said, all right, cool. December 5th, if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on that. They announced it. We got Sanjigor Financial Corporation. I'm like, wow. Like, what more can you ask from a company?
A lot.
You have very high expectations.
No, yeah, I'm greedy. And those guys are good, so I expect lots of them. But no, I'm with you.
They covered the dilution. So you said, all right, cool. So basically, on the P&L that you're going to be seeing, you're going to be seeing about 1 month worth of Sagicor Financial Group on their P&L because they acquired 22.5% of Sagicor Financial Corp. Right? And you know that they own 46% of Sagicor Group.
Sagicor Financial.
No, they own 46% of Sagicor Group.
Sagicor Financial Corp owns Sagicor Jamaica.
Yeah.
Sagicor Group Jamaica.
Yeah.
There we go.
Right? So you look at it like, all right, cool.
And they own more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. Right? So you look at those two things, you're like, wow, great. And then they're just robust. You have to understand what happened is that NCB Bank, big, right? Scotia,
Huge.
big. JMB Bank, it's just coming out of the shell.
Yeah,
it's nowhere.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's nowhere.
It's
So if you
nowhere
look at the
could
fact
be,
that they're robust in the way that they try to push their bank, right? Their investments are all paying off. 40%.
40%. Light.
40% light.
I was more concerned with you going 4 months. June.
months.
June is around the corner, brother.
Okay, so
As I said,
keep talking about December results.
Yeah.
That comment. And then the next one was, that's why I said it 4 months.
Yeah.
2 results are gonna come, you know.
Yeah.
2 results are gonna come.
I would try to span into the works. Suppose the results come and then bad. I'm have a big loss. Plus hit by FX loss though. Sagicor have to fix a couple of things. So JMB actually holding a heavy loss. Or a mid or profit is there, but profit cut by half for that quarter.
As in, it's possible. I'm not going to say
what
it's
happened?
not possible.
Yeah, I know it's hypothetical.
Yeah, it's hypothetical. It's possible. But
What would you do then?
so, all right, so you're telling me that Sagicor group, the Sagicor
No
acquisition
man,
failed.
hypothetical. Whatever. What happened? Stock price above or bottom out.
All right, so but so the thing is though, technically at the 45 same way, it's still undervalued based on where it was before the APO.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But that's not what I said to you, bro. I said I'm just saying a situation. Sorry. Hypothetical situation. Hypothetical word. Sorry about that.
that's okay.
Hypothetical situation. Them first report come and it have a big loss in there. As a result of maybe some unexpected charges with the taking on of the Sagicor Financial Group or whatever, a big loss, and it cut them profits by half, 50%. What you do?
Oh, hold it.
Straight
Buy
up
more.
thing.
If you drop, buy more. What you want me to do? I'm not selling. Are you mad? Buy more.
To be honest, I will be the one dropping the price.
As the last drop.
Start
The
selling.
last drop, man, sell.
I know so everybody
Nah,
gets the
sell a
boys
piece.
are
Just come so.
You can do a deal. You just sell them to me. I'll just buy them. I
What
would
you
buy
mean?
them.
I like that. I like
I
that.
would buy them. I have faith in my
You know those
pick.
cars.
I have faith
So
in
you
my
have
pick.
none of that?
Yeah.
I did that with signals. When we start, the signals queue start. So me and Render talking about signals. I was start move as an error. Call the broker and say, anybody want to move any good values of signals?
Talk to me. Yeah. I like that. But
That's it.
what I wanted to put for this, because that's a lot of people listening to you right now want to hear that sort of thing. What did you do in school? I didn't ask you that. You say you're an engineer.
Yeah, engineer.
But so which means math have to be included. But high school,
I went to St. George's.
St. George, yeah, but I mean, what you did there? You like the usual high school stuff?
I did math.
You like math then?
Yeah, I love math.
Obviously.
Usual high school.
No,
Maths and English.
you guys are using your math privilege. Hype man, talk to them now. So you can go through high school without maths. Yeah, man.
I never like math.
Yeah, man, and most people don't like it either, man. Most people don't like it either, and so it scares away for people. So what I wanted you to say, I like the different types of stories because I want to hear the thinking from it. I want people to know, so you're not an investment professional.
No.
Yeah, you just use common sense. All the things you've said so far are things that people can just Google for themselves and see.
That's it.
Most of them, they're on the front page of JC. Even if you don't want to Google it, you go front page of JC, them tell you about
It's
it.
right there.
Yeah, people have podcasts every week. I explain it again and again and again to people and I get it. Yeah, people message me and say they wish that their advisors were saying what we were saying.
Oh, yeah, I hear
Yeah,
that.
but I'm like, yo, but
People
we're
think I'm an advice. People
yeah.
want me to be advice.
but we're saying it. So listen, right? No, we can't tell you if it
No,
must.
what
We can't tell you.
what our format is not the advice thing. We're not telling you to do anything.
Exactly.
We're just discussing what we see and
What we see.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah,
just
it
our
just so
thing.
happens.
It's just like next point of information.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and it just happens that you know that if
I
we.
love to correct us when we're on both.
Yes, I enjoy
I
that.
get right.
I enjoy that. Yeah, we love when it gets
Correction,
into
like
that.
right.
Cool.
Yeah. That's
You
one.
know better now.
That's one of the benefits of doing this. That people correct us, and I welcome that. So we get something wrong, somebody tell me, yeah, man, we try correct it same time. And I think I don't know when this come out, but there was an episode where we would have said the correction I needed to make. It's something about FGB, but it's just the fact that FGB. Yeah.
Commercial bank.
Yeah, but I was speaking about back in the day because they weren't always a commercial bank. But yeah, just for correction. So for FGB, if you're hearing this, FGB is a commercial bank within the Grace Group. So your 4 months JMB 40%, Sir Malik. You sound like you were going to say something a while ago. Danai, were you going to say something? No. Okay. Yeah, but we need 2 from you, Sir Malik.
Oh, all right.
What else you like?
Say Kirk, 2 good ones. Let's see.
About 100, about 100.
Don't worry. I got you guys. I go to Cygnus.
Cygnus.
Cygnus has always been my. I love Cygnus. Like, all right, so IPO, right?
Yeah.
I didn't buy into the IPO because I knew how people were going to treat it.
Yeah.
Right? So I
Like
didn't buy
what?
into the
Meaning
IPO.
what? Meaning what?
So what happened is that how I realized that when people do IPOs like back in the day, because that, all right, so Cygnus IPO'd in 2006.
17 or 18.
One of those.
Yeah,
years,
one of
right?
them. One of them.
It wasn't like the boom where everything hit IPO, no, it just boom, right?
Yeah.
No. Back in those days, what I realized is that unless people really know you like that, or you came like relatively cheap, you never really you don't really do that much. And the thing is, Signals, the space that they were operating in, not a lot of person knew about it.
They're new.
And they're very, very new. They're a new concept. So the thing is, when it IPO'd at 1372. All right. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm not going to buy it IPO. I feel like it will pull back. And okay, so done. It IPO'd and it pulled back, and as it hit $11, but
yeah, it fell all the way to 9.
yeah, and that's the thing.
all
But
the way
the thing
to
is,
9.
at 9, I just never had the money at the time. That was
Oh,
the
yeah.
only thing.
Yeah.
It hurt me because right now I've been happy at 9.
It's like you realize immortality.
True. That's true. That's so true.
Yeah, there's never enough money. Yeah, me I come from 10 grand, then I come from 10 grand, and I come from 10 grand. Me and then I might be a little further ahead. And somehow, a little. No, no, say it. So, no, not so fast. You can't not out all of your friends.
Like a man not for himself.
All I say is that and I don't know what it's like, and I can tell you this still at this level where I am right now talking to you. Every day I still feel like I have enough money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Come on, let's see some plays and you say, yo.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and you still have to that composure of being able to look at the market and ignore again that you see.
See, I can't take part.
Yeah, and decide say,
I know say if you had infinite money, buy everything.
Everything you know, but you just can't. So you just have the picks that you make. You have to be very, very
It's
sure.
hard. It's not even 40. It's not even 30 minutes. Same time period.
yeah,
Party, exactly.
Yeah.
You just choose them.
and don't do me. You love Signals, me love Signals too, but
love it.
yeah, man, I'm a wagonist. I'm a wagonist. But speaking of wagonist, big up my friend Smithy Royal, who is now apparently a Chelsea fan his whole life. I'll leave it there. But yeah, but going back to that, what I said I'm a wagonist is that, for example, QWI, love them, rate them. I love them, rate them because them lose me some money. However, my plan around QWI is more than a year. I have that plan in terms of getting it. There's a certain level of gain I want to get to. So it's either the time or the percentage must come. Didn't come in time. So do I stick with it? Do I stick with it all the way down to 97 cents, 90 cents, 91, 88 cents? Maybe not, because I don't mind. I can wait 2 years. I think it's going to be worth more in 2 years. However, along comes a mail pack or a lumber, right? What am I going to do?
Or another lab.
Or hey, there's no such thing as another lab, right? Big up the lab. But seriously, you look on that, and when you start remembering that what's important is your money, you then start looking on QWI and I say, okay, I'm down 20-25% on QWI. I know that in my goal time, my year, my 2 years, it's going to be up over 100%, right? But I have no need to stick with them through the tough times. And it's not in good times and bad. I just good times, but therefore, side jump out.
We normally say, we're not married in a stock, you know.
There
Not
we
for
go.
rich, or for richer.
Yeah, there we go. But I have a whole heap before me love it like that.
My company.
Yeah.
I run it, alright?
Yeah.
Majority shareholder.
Exactly.
Like that.
Yeah, so none of that. Jam T, we see Jam T just hug up a loss right now. Or, well, they're not a loss.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, man. I think it's around what? 70?
yeah, but because
Technical because of IAS 33 non-controlling interest and all
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah, so, but on that PNL, there is a loss there, right? But I'm not worried about John Mahfood. Yeah, to him he's good because he's going to be there. He's in there for the long haul, right?
he bought it from where now? Whatever went to follow him, no, he bought the one he put into that company is
Way. Yeah, so he's way ahead.
He realized he bought him company. He's alright.
Exactly. So with that in mind, I act that way. So I take it as just a tidbit to you. So you love it. You see something better, and you're sure it's better in a shorter time. There's nothing wrong with going in and coming out. I did that. Mailpack helped me pay. Mailpack put my QWI money back in profit.
Oh.
You get me? And then it come out, and Lumber also did its part to top it up. Right? And then when it done, what was it? QWI is now?
99.
I think 97 cents, 98, 97 cents, but I've been buying it up 91 cents. Look at it. Yeah, I take some of the profit back from that, cream it same way and put it back in QWI, right? So then when QWI goes all the way back up to IPO price, we're already in profit. Yeah, we're not there for marrying none of them, right? Yeah, jump in when we need it, jump out when we need it. Yeah, big up I create, same thing again.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, give it that profit
up
early.
Tyrone.
Yeah, big up Tyrone. Yeah. It's exactly how we do it. So, you give away your one stock, JMB, and the 1 year,
Cygnus.
Cygnus.
Yeah,
So
and
tell
the
us
start
why.
on the Cygnus.
So I think I was at I bought it 511 and now it's at 27, 26, 25.64. Not mistaken, 25.64, something like that. Close that today. I'm not
25.64, something. Yeah, it's in that region.
Yeah,
Might
it's
be
in that
more.
region, right?
Yeah,
So a year time, conservatively,
26.21.
26,
Yeah,
21.
that's how much is that right now?
Conservatively, 1 year time from today, you can mark my words on it. Conservatively.
Like the race sauce, though.
Conservatively. It's going to go more, but I want to make sure I'm politically correct. That's what's
Profitably higher.
politically correct. Let's go with at least 50.
50% growth. So,
And that is me being very conservative.
well, I mean, you said 40% in 4 months with JMB.
Yeah.
So why would I
because
wait?
That yeah. Let's not go back over the
No, but I'm saying, so why would I wait another 8 months to make an extra 10%?
10%.
All right, so you want to know how much I really think it's gonna go?
Then I'm asking.
Is the thing is, I want to make sure I'm. All right. What is it?
It's okay to be wrong, you know.
So,
No, it's at
26.
26.
Correct. So you say 100 today?
100,
And your
100.
region is I'm not making more than the 80.
100.
That's right. You make it 80. So you go.
All right, let's say
100%
40
is what-
$40. It's going to $40.
You think it's going to go from 26.21 to $40 in 1 year. So the
1 year.
1st of February,
How much is that?
the 3rd of February, 20.
52.6%.
That's how much?
52?
52.6%.
52.6%.
Conservatively $40.
Conservatively $40.
Yeah.
52.6%. When did you start to invest? When did you start to invest?
8 years ago.
8 years ago. And the man confidently picking a 52.6% gain and saying, conservatively. Bad.
Conservatively.
Bad. The man them give you a hard act for follow, you know. you know that.
Conservatively.
Hype man, Mr. Hype.
Yeah, man. So for me, I love the financials. So my
Yeah.
two company, Sagicor.
Man, get a whole heap of time to think about it. You can't sell it in insurance. I'm joking.
And my dark horse, Select Fund the Financials.
Select F.
Select.
All right, which one you want? All right, first we'll start with, what you said is the first one, Sagicor?
Yeah, my first one is Sagicor. My outlook on that is actually 3 months. It's a
Whoa.
bit more aggressive. So, alright. I really started
When are not doing the podcast? I like that. 3 months.
Yeah,
what
man.
percent?
I'm looking at about 30% for 32% there about for Sagicor.
32 is not an about figure. That's a very well.
3
Yeah.
months. 32%. 32%.
Come on, eat this one.
Yeah, man, 32%. For 3 months. Yeah, so Sagicor, this company has the highest credit rating out of all of the financial stocks and also every other stock company on the stock market. So we see this company have the ability to take on debt. They're a trustworthy company. They can pay off the debts. And also we see that this company is a company that consecutively increases their profits. Even during the period of recession, this was a company that was continuously printing good results quarter over quarter.
Well, yeah,
So what I have seen, because I really started paying a lot of it, although I had Sagicor from about July, I really started taking in Sagicor numbers from about September. So their last results, the Q3 September, they earned about $10.8 billion in net profits, which is up a little bit over 10% compared to the prior period.
So profit growth of 10%.
A
Up to
little bit
when?
Over to 10% over the prior period.
No, when? When is these results as of?
It was September
Q3.
2019, 9 months.
September
ended
2019. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So, Sagicor continuously increasing profits. Also, they also got the acquisition from NCB. They bought Advantage General Insurance Company. And as we know, Sagicor, their core business is insurance. So, taking out already profitable insurance company and bringing that to their bottom line now And I think they actually got it at a good price. It was they paid about $5 billion for it from NCB. And I think for that Q3 numbers, I think it was about $2.5 billion that was integrated to their bottom line from that. So, Sagicor, I expect them to make AGIC even a greater company.
AGIC was the most
profitable company. So, insurance company. Yeah, I love the acquisition, and Sagicor, as we know, Sagicor core focus is insurance. But when you look at Sagicor's financial report, all areas of banking and even investments, you see that there's high growth in these areas.
The bank is killing
it, yeah.
Yeah, big up Chorvelle Johnson. Yeah, big up Chorvelle Johnson.
Yeah, man, big up Chorvelle.
At least said the bank doing really well. Or somebody messaged me one side, one of them.
Yeah.
I don't hear it much.
All areas of the company is doing really well.
Yeah.
They recently also consolidated their real estate portion, which is the X fund, into their numbers.
Yes.
X fund hasn't been performing as well, and I think that's the reason why they've consolidated to put more of an emphasis in its growth. I think they were losing through their there was a player. Playa, was performing very well. However, going forward, I see Sagicor as a very stable, very strong company. I've noticed that even during periods I was buying Sagicor, my lowest, I was just averaging up because I have a lot of Sagicor. I keep on averaging up. It hit a low of $63. I took a lot at $63.
Well, yeah,
Came up 65, took at 65, then I stopped.
Yeah.
What I've noticed is that NCB produced an article showing that the fair price of it was $81, whatever. And this has been out from about September thereabout. Yeah. So this was even factoring the AGIC acquisition. So this stock has been down. This not down. This stock has been is undervalued at the current moment.
In your opinion?
The last time I checked, the P was about 16, and the current
16.71 is its current PE
16.
at a price of 16.71 times at a price of 69.63. But I want you to remind me of something before you continue. So you're expecting 32% growth?
32%. I just said
32 flat?
Yeah, then that's really conservative for me.
And that means you're expecting to go from 69.63 today to $91.91.
Definitely.
In what?
in 3 months.
Months.
Yes.
So that's so like and when them release them
their annual report.
So you're expecting the audited financials, the next report to be very, very strong.
Very strong, yeah.
Tell the people again when you started investing.
All right, my unit trust days.
No, tell them the real time.
Tell them real time when you really start getting the mass.
1919.
32, it was pushed from Sagicor.
When we tell people, say, yo, anything you can get from the unit trust, you can get from the company who are running unit trust.
Even
Remember,
more.
believe me, or even more. Right? Look on
Barita.
Barita had one of the strongest unit trust responses.
You know, I went to Barita the other day. I went to Barita the other day, and Barita Wi-Fi password is
Don't
cap
do that.
growth.
67%.
They publish it cap growth 62%. So from your step in, everybody will go on Wi-Fi for WhatsApp or whatever.
Yeah.
Cap
Big ups
growth
at
62%.
marketing team. Always on point.
Wi-Fi password is a tough one.
Yeah. I like that rather than man literally
Cap
get more.
growth 62%.
Yeah, Barita had the strongest response, and if you think about it, as good as Barita's fund was, what was it, 30-odd percent, 40-odd%? I don't remember the number. 44%.
That's stronger.
How much Barita start move from January wanted? All right, you see? Yeah, and you guys are not. Some of you are maths brain. One is an economist. One of you is physiotherapy. So literally the different mix of it, and all three have some top picks so far. And you come with sensible stuff. It's not hard. Boy, I keep repeating it because I want the people who are beginners to hear to say, yo, yeah, you're not locked out tight. And it's not that these guys are good. Don't get me wrong, these guys are good, but that doesn't mean that okay, you can make your 20%. Yeah, remember say the partner draw. Actually, if your partner have a banker fee, you make less money. Yeah, if you put in a savings account, you are definitely making less money. Inflation alone is going to eat it out. So investing makes sense. And if you're kind of afraid of it, that's fine. It's cool to be afraid. Fear kind of keeps us safe. But some of them start months, year, 2 years. And you hear the level of growth there. And yes, the market is up. You know, and people think, say, you know, oh, Taita, you're wild. You're not wild. The reason, I spoke about that before, that the reason that I'm hearing from you guys is the thing that is impressive to me. That I'm not saying a crazy stuff. All right? I can't say the man wrong. Yeah, I can't say him wrong. Him say I expect it to run from, I expect Sagicor to run in 3 months from $69.63 to $91.91, right? No. Imagine if I go tweet, say, 3-month pick, Sagicor, $91. People say it's a short-term trading camp. You know, you're confidently just pick a 3-month pick. 3 months, 12, maybe 14, 15 weeks. At most, that's not normal, you know? And I can't say you're wrong, you're good. You might miss. You might not make 32%. You might make 10, 12. The truth is, it might beat that. Yeah, it's going to beat that. It's going to beat that. In my view, I could be wrong.
Because even when I look at Sagicor,
have more reason.
Yeah, no, rock the reason them, dog. Go in that, dog. Bond them.
even when I look at Sagicor's performance prior year, they've already beaten that with the third quarter results.
Yeah.
So coming into Q4, I mean, FX losses is a actual thing, and you guys pointed that out at some point.
Yeah, earlier.
That's true.
You pointed that out at NCB's AGM. I don't remember if we catch it or not, but we feel like we need to catch it. I want people know. So if we never get it, people are here right now. I hear it and it's kind of boring, but I him say the physiotherapist is the one who's asked that hard question of the board, including Mr. Leachin. 2 2s after I see a picture up on the Instagram, them and Leachin, Uncle Michael. Right? Imagine that. Did you know 2 years ago that you and Michael Leachin would have talked about something like this? Would you have thought that when you do your first degree, you wouldn't believe that. When you do your masters, you wouldn't believe that, right? When you're in a third form Malik high school, you don't believe say you're Leachin, I take a picture, you're a group of person about some FX losses. Yeah, I like that. So I like that you asked a question. I won't go too deep into the question with people here. Maybe we'll bring it back and you can explain it next time. Or boy, a few people asked to bring it back 1-1. 3 literal heavy story. My boy ready for him profile interview. From Bob Hawk to the Masters. Right, man, we turn the adversity around. Right, David turned him adversity around and turned it into success. The dog is done with school. Discipline. Yeah. One discipline. One turn the success around. One say, yo, he might make it any way he can make it. He might make it the man leverage him school fee. Just in case we missed that before, again, we're not telling you not to pay your school fee or go to school. Go to school if that's what your parents, listen, parents, I'm not telling your children not to do this. All right? The people who know to do it, they are going to be doing it. It's high risk, but we have 3 sets of people who have done it. Now, granted, yes, the market has been up, so you guys have enjoyed that, right? Yeah. But what I like is that I don't hear one of you say, but buy the IPO and it must fly because IPO hot right now. Every single one of them have reasons behind the company. Now, yes, the market can turn around, but I suspect I'd hear these guys with reasons as to why it still makes sense. So, 3 months, the man yo, somebody for come on the show and beat that. Right? There's a fire in the boot. That's the baddest picks of fire. You see him show you up to? It's a 4 months to 3 months. Damn. Yeah, one more. What's your second pick?
Alright, wait. Why would they have one more thing to say about Sagicor?
Sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir. Go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Alright, so I'm going to even compare it to now Scotia. Because Scotia came up with a $13 billion report. Last report for the year, and I'm like, wow, we're going to see now where Sagicor, and that's where my feeling of this 32% comes from. I believe that conservatively, I don't see Sagicor doing less than $14 billion for the year.
I mean, they did a $14 billion last year, so I think.
You see the man can talk to each other about it.
True. That's people. Respect. I see that. So, and conservatively, again, I don't see them doing less than $14. So you know what I mean? Save. They're going to do. Aggressive. For me, I think aggressively they will do $19 billion.
Well, here the thing. Here enough people don't understand about Sagicor. No, like for defend the point. You see the thing?
Yeah, no, do it. This one, this
the bridge never back you up.
Is that remember? You see, like V-Man when they take on the Barbados man and they affect them book. Same thing with Sagicor. So imagine it's still growing. Sagicor grew. So imagine growing, right? Taking the hit of the Barbados one on your book, and now you don't have it.
Yeah, you're free up now.
You're free up.
Yeah.
So imagine you're free up, you acquire agency,
Money.
Yeah, I like it. I run with shackles.
That's the thing. You're running shackles and you're still
Like
out
when
there
I do
yourself.
the parachute training and then let him go.
Release the shackles. Go about your business.
Yeah, you can move faster. Yeah,
I
but
mean,
into
look at the
that,
money market cap. Man, them pass out small shot.
Yeah, who?
Pass out surgical.
You see them small thing they wanna say? In a light, you know. Yeah, in a light. NCU wasn't always the biggest, you know. It used to be Scotia.
Exactly.
Yeah, now you have to say Sagicor pass road Scotia. Yeah. Who own 20% of the people own Sagicor Jamaica? JMMB. Who own 5% of that?
Proven.
All right.
Oh, yeah, man. So you know, so I can even tell that all that off at the top of me.
No, I know that, but it's not about it because I don't want to intimidate people. I like the fact that you guys, obviously, you're into it. I want to push in the group. I like that. But I really like that none of you are market experts. Not that you're not market experts. You're not stated market experts. The most expertise in that field would be you, Kramer, with econ. And I don't know no economists for making no money in a real way. Yeah, you pick it and you do the actual thing. You make the money for feed yourself, for send yourself to school, for make back the school fee. Damn, bro, that's not a light thing that you've done. And you for your masters, you mentioned that you write a paper, you actually see the real effect of it. You meet John Jackson, the man do everything before him turn 30. Just launch a podcast and people listen to it, man. So, Sagicor Jamaica. Yeah, no, I'm thinking
and before I forget with Sagicor Jamaica. The end of December.
Anytime we put this up, Sagicor Jamaica's price must fly the next day, dog.
The end of December.
Yeah.
The end of December 31st, we saw where Sagicor price moved from about $69, $70 straight up to $80. The last traded price was about $79. And the same thing happened January 31st. The last traded price, $79.
Well, yes.
So I'm looking at this and I'm saying
past performance is no indicator.
There's I'm not saying about it's a
yeah.
but I'm seeing the stock. There is a propensity to book it by month end. And I'm looking at that and I'm saying This is indicative of something that also pushes me other reasons.
Well, the company is intrinsically worth more now than it was the last time it was at the same share price. All right, so I mean, just on that alone, it's worth more, right? And not you have a next one?
No. We're going to select.
All right, what's your second pick? Select F.
Yeah.
All right.
So as I tell you, I like the financial companies. We're looking to 2019.
How long, by the way?
How long? This is my year because you said that we have to do a 1 year. And
you don't have to, but you never have to do a 3 months in a
I'm gonna tell you say something I drop
too
Friday.
aggressive, so I use my dark horse and go more, you know?
Select F, what percentage?
Select F I use in a year. So I say Select F moving 60% in a year.
60%?
Yes. It's at a share price of about 107.
Right now, yes, it's at exactly 107.
Yes, so I've been looking into Select F from about December thereabout. From ever since the announcement of TransJam and the other IPOs that we find impending to the market has been a little bit tepid on some of the stocks. You get me? So it's been trading up below the NAV for quite a while. And in December it was about $1.15 thereabout. And just last week is when I acted on my watchful eyes and I started to do the action now. It fell to about 86 cents. And I actually said, okay, time to buy. So I bought some at 90 cents and I bought some at 91 cents. And I said, okay, yeah, man. I really like the direction of this stock. The financial companies, I think, is going to experience a boom. It's a market-weighted index. And if we look at the highest, the financial stock with the highest market cap, NCB. NCB is currently at about 188, 189. And just based off of PE ratio, we see that NCBs are trading at approximately 16 times earnings, which is below the average, the market average.
Way below the market average.
So, I mean, when you look at that, NCB trading below the market average, and we know the type of company NCB is very aggressive, underwriting a lot of IPOs, you know, all of that. So, I mean, and they just said they plan to enter Guyana just off of market sentiment alone. That's big. I don't know what they plan to do there, but they came out in a glean and mentioned something about it. So, I mean, you look at NCB, you look at Cygnus. We spoke about Cygnus. I'm going to tie in some of these stuff. We spoke about JMB. And last year, Cygnus recorded triple digit.
Yeah. So all of the pick them are gonna make me money.
Straight up. And so you double up.
Yeah, man. So you look at
Alright,
Cygnus, you look at JMB, you look at Sagicor. I spoke about Sagicor. And even looking at last year, the top two stocks for last year, you had Cygnus coming at number 1, and you had JC. Cygnus coming at number 2, and JC coming at number 1. All of them with triple digit growth. We're seeing Marlene Street Forest coming out and saying she's expecting more than 20 listings. She was on Kalila Reynolds show, I think.
Yeah, man, I saw that.
Saying she's expecting over 20 listings. We know that this is going to contribute highly to JSE cess fee. You know, for every company that's listed.
That's
on the
listed.
market,
There
they
we
get a
go.
fee. There we go. So we see JSE market cap growing right off the bat there. I mean, JSE might seem a little bit overvalued now from a PE ratio, but I mean, just by growth alone of the market itself, JSE.
Just
we
like
know that
the
coming.
general market activity.
General market, that we know growth is coming there. JMB, we know growth is coming there. Cygnus, we know growth is coming there. Rita, we spoke about another financial dark horse, who we say even at $9, people are questioning, okay, will it go anymore? 32, will it go anymore? I mean, I'm still on this Rita train. I still
It's like
see
70.
them
What is that
moving.
now? As of today, it is
So it's 71, thereabout.
71.18.
71.
71.58.
Yes. And I say Barrett has more legs to go because after the second rights issue, it went as high as $100. So, I mean, people are buying way up there just for sit and jokes.
And it has since delivered again triple digit
Yeah,
profit increases.
increase.
Yeah, for the latest
So, I
quarter.
mean, and these are some of the companies with the highest market cap in the financial index, which Select F will track.
I'm with you. But and you say for 1 year.
Yeah.
How much? What percent? Again, repeat it for me.
60%.
60% 1 year. I can't say no. So I mean, you think you're expecting it to move from its current 107 to $1.71 in 1 year. I think that might be light. You're right, but I think that the biggest impediment.
Select 107.
No, he sold.
Oh, when I sold it, I sold
sold
it at
it.
165.
Yeah. So then you
Went higher than that.
How did you know back then? Sorry for people confused. We're talking about the first time he bought Select F at IPO. How did you know to sell then?
How did I know to sell? Well, I came in with a goal. As I said, I was looking at 15% off the top. I was looking at it and said, okay, I wanted a 15% gain. But it so happened, and this was a learning process, I missed the market one day because I was busy. I sold when it went up to $1.15. I've sold some of my shares, very little. And the next day, I wasn't able to follow the market. I was like, yeah, man, I'm cashing out. After the next 2 days, I checked back and I realized that the price was now at $1.40 something. Move up to $1.58 during the day, and I'm like, wait, let me just watch it. And I say, you know what? If it goes over $6, because while I was watching the market, I saw when it went up and it was refusing to pass a certain barrier. So I was like, okay, I see the barrier is at about $2. It's not passing $2. It went up as high as $1.70, and I'm like,
$1.71 or 72.
$1.71, and I'm like, okay, I am quitting this because I see it pulling back. No more buyers are willing to come into the market at this stage, and I saw the queue getting.
That was a thinking then, though, because that's your first.
Yep.
Oh no, sorry, that's Biden's not your first.
No,
Wait,
that
Tom,
was
that
my
been your
first.
first. Sorry,
That was my
apologies.
I'm
Sir.
saying, okay.
Biden, the man seasoned.
I see the queue I get Marga here. So, and guess what? I already jumped over my 15%. So $1.65, all of my units put up, and it just disappeared.
That's my thinking. I learned from my grandmother say anyway, Marga it pops. So from the queue, Marga, my God.
Yeah, straight up, grandma never wrong yet, and that will serve you. Gentlemen, I can't express how happy I am that you came here. Yeah, we're really happy to hear this. We're really, I talk to them. Yeah, that man make it. Yeah. Trust me, like I said, you look out for you guys, and I get away for stress in terms of people wanting to do it. Like you, sir, you in the industry, sir, Kramer, you're going to get people pressure in your fight. Again, guys, do not contact me to contact him. The gentleman is there. His hat is in the show notes. If you're not on Twitter, I'm sorry, I can't help you. You're going to have to get on yourself. I cannot help you to get in contact with them. The guys did say that they have a Telegram group.
Yeah.
You have a separate. It's not the same Telegram group that Telegram channel
It's
We're
a
putting
channel.
the channel, so it's not no conversation really.
No, we're building out so how to better serve the
Invest in public.
invest in public. So we're working out the best way because we don't want to lump everybody into a group and then bombard everybody with information and they don't know what people to be excluded. So I think the channel for now
Is a great thing.
is the best way, and then after we have our lines of meetings, we see how best we can create different groups.
So
of
man, I
different
have something
levels.
coming.
Yeah.
I like that. I hope the man make a whole heap of money. All right. I should ask something nice. I don't know if I said it at the start that today, well, we record so long, but the 3rd of February, 1969 was the very first. Yes. And the second big up, but would you say something about Rita Humphries Lewin? And I hope it there and come on. It's a good big up.
Oh no,
Rita
I
Humphries
think
Lewin.
that part they get
that
cut
might
out.
have get cut. Yeah, man. Big it up. We're talking about Barita and we're talking about Rita and I said big it up because remember say Rita Humphries Lewin, stalwart in it,
Stalwart in it,
legend,
yes, legend.
one woman in it. I mean, a big up Chorvelle Johnson who is at Sagicor, is under the Sagicor, she's at Sagicor Bank.
Yeah.
But it's good to see the woman in the industry who is
definitely.
making a stride.
Definitely.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah,
Strong women, strong companies.
exactly. And
Love
all
them.
of us managed to make some money off something that lady did long before any of us were born. Yeah, yeah. So well, maybe me. Damn, I remember. no. But she's a stalwart in the industry, man. I'm happy that we've all made some money off that. I can ask you guys then. What would you like if you could change anything in the industry? What would it be? I'll start with you at the end here, Malik.
Change anything in the industry?
Yeah, man. Change, start, stop, improve.
Actually, you see, because I've been there when the industry, like, it was nothing. I have to be quite frank. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was nothing really. So,
Yeah.
so exactly, right
Yeah,
now,
it's a
I
rain or
don't
fall
know if
now.
there's really
Yeah.
anything that I'd want to just continue. That's all I want to
More
just
than what it
continue.
is. I like that.
Continue. You know what I'm saying? There's not really I'd want to change because when I started, that's
There's
not
nothing.
That's a long
Third form, we know that. Lunch money get cut out.
So yeah,
Wait, you don't get 5 bills in a 2011.
And that man said, I said, yeah.
But just a man said to that.
Yeah, man, because, yeah, no one understand what we can answer when you call me old. Anyway, David, what you say? What would you like to change, if
As you
anything?
know, me come catch a niceness at the moment.
Yeah. The luckiest man on the JC.
I mean, the only thing that I really could say, I want to see the J Trader and all the other platforms that we used to trade increase the efficiency and also the transmission of news to be much more quicker and readily available to us investors and shareholders. So that, you know, there's not a lull or a gap. Like even with JC, you know, there was no real announcement of what was that IPO?
Select
and all of
MD.
that. I mean, MD, yeah. I mean,
it wasn't announced that it was going to be listed at XYZ.
People are not going to believe that I didn't tell him to say that. they're not going to believe that. But I understand because the reason frustrate me. You guys sound like us.
Yeah,
so it's a true complaint I have. So I'm not surprised it frustrated you guys too.
Imagine you just wake up one.
Man, if you imagine.
You just
yeah.
I mean, yo, I had to go. I was like, exactly. I was like, what is going on? Like, I had to scratch my face and say, all right. I say instantly message in the group, guys. I think something wrong with J Trader. Scroll if it's select MD and make me know.
What is
That's
that?
literally what I had to ask because I'm like, I can't. Something must wrong in my life.
Yeah, but I'm sure they're fixing it. They're
We
fixing
benefit
it.
the market and increase some kind of volatility.
Efficiency is better, yeah. I want more information as quickly as I can, as best I can, yeah. I want everybody get it same time.
Yeah.
The only person I want to get it fast than everybody else is me.
And that just means that we have to work harder for finding it fast.
Exactly.
So,
Sir
you know,
Kirk.
it's a push.
Sir Kramer.
What I would want to see change is the easiest change I think there is
Which
to
is?
make. Oops, this page can't be found.
Oh, damn.
So I was trying to pull up something for polls today, and I had to refresh the page like 7 times.
Yeah, we used to
And I
that.
think
I wonder if it's beside down.
sometimes I wonder if the company them deal is.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I think that's the easiest fix, and I would really love it. if it
Just
was-
reliability.
And
Yeah.
also, our next thing to I'm glad him said that. I would love to see more historical data
Mm.
because some companies, like
Yeah.
if you look at Separad,
Yeah.
How long separate on the market? I can only find up to 2008. Financial reports were separate.
Well,
And you want big investors to come from across the world now because these people need to see how it has been since inception. So I mean, the market need to bring along those reports.
Those things. All right, I like that. Trees, and the man asks for more efficiency, more information, and more history. God damn. This has been earning season with the 876 investors. Yeah, give them your name and your at. Get the clout if you want. You'll get the followers if you want.
Firstly, 876 Invest on Instagram. That's the first thing,
876
Follow
invest.
876 Invest on Instagram.
Yeah, I like that. And yourselves, you guys don't want no personal follows. You're
Oh,
good?
no, definitely. So on Instagram, at Malik Thomas, just follow me. Always talk about financial things.
On Insta, all right.
Yeah, man. You might not find. Well, sometimes I tend to post some financial things. Sometimes I tend to post some
Non-financial.
financial stuff.
You're the public listener, so if you don't want people to follow you, don't say. Yeah. Would it say that? Would it say Yeah, but remember, just in case people. I'm feeling gains properly. I'm feeling gains properly, people. The first money licking and buy a bimmer. And it's a nice bimmer too. Glad when I say a young youth I do it. I'm not hide and talk. Yeah, because nobody can look on you and call you a scammer. You can't look on you and say, you no chop off phone for the man and make it off for the JC himself. Kramer say him give him mother thing after him spin the school fee.
What's up for this?
We love that. So you at if you want to tell them.
At 876 Nunes on Instagram.
All right, and you, sir.
Kramer at CRLB with 2 underscores on Twitter.
Yeah, man, and of course, all of them ads and all them links, everything will be in the show notes, guys. I'm really happy to have you guys here, guys. You have an open invitation. We're inviting back when we have things to talk about. Yeah, man, look out for it, 2020. I like it. And we can bring some other people. You know what? Shout out nobody say 876 Invest.
Oh, yeah, man.
Big up the whole of 876 Invest.
Big up Nunes,
Scott.
Yeah.
Kimara.
Yeah.
Kimara.
Big up Dundas.
Big up Hinel.
Yeah.
Big up Nigel Brady. Big up Sean Thomas.
Yeah.
All of the 876.
William Chase Ashley.
Chase. Big up Darren Angus.
Yeah. Sean Thomas I've met, so Sean.
Oh, big up Shaq and Tean.
Big up Shaq and Tean, yeah man. Tean Sims.
Thean is in it. Yeah, I've met Thean. Thean has been to grow. Yeah.
And big up Ambre hustling.
Big up Amber.
Yeah. Like that, a whole heap of people. What the hell? Damn, you guys have. I like that on a serious about the thing.
Yeah, man.
I really am not much to say. I'm really glad to hear it. Yeah. Glad to hear the young people. Glad. So I make it, and this time the man them make it off of stocks and I make it the way. Like I remember when I did do it, I'm gonna realize it's possible. I'm gonna do it by myself for years. I mean, one brother would do it than I. Friday, I realized 3 different young people. I know how to do the thing really hard like that. Tell me something. How many women are in your group that I didn't hear you mention? One.
Kimara. There's an open invitation for women.
How to fix that though? Because a lot of women might not want to go in a group and a whole heap of man. Yeah.
Yeah. A man and a woman in the really talk, but
Yeah.
I keep saying in the group, yo, when a woman in talk,
Them serious about them kids, man. Them serious about them gains.
Yeah. Women serious about them money. Well, in the group that I mentioned, the only person who beat him was top striker. Shanice, a girl, she bad, beat him wicked. Him got 267 and I feel proud.
276.
Yeah. Over last year, that shit over there, and I can't even talk. My gains little. This is the last episode, not the last episode. Listen back and you'll hear when we talk. We'll speak about our numbers. But yeah, but glad for that. You might want. That's just feedback. Let's try and find women because I know women care about it. Because my class grow. Almost 100% women every single time. So women care about the money and they're very, very good at investing. So just try find them.
It's a conversation.
Yeah. Try. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, and I'll never forget it said that. They said men like to learn, Jamaican men especially, like to learn. I was told by somebody who can tell me those things, that Jamaican men like to learn while pretending that they already know. Yeah. We want to be taught like we already do. Because I was asking her, why do you think more men don't come to grow? You get me? Because worse. Them say, if you even said them that come look girl, I mean the foolishness happen that grow. As in people, I don't want people doing it in private time, but it truly is a place where people come and learn, right? And I always wonder, why, funny if it flip for me, I'm like, why more men don't come? I want men to know that them can make this money. It's an alternative for them. And she say, your format and how you teach and how you bring it to people open and you talk, but it's very clear that when you're teaching that, like, you know something that we don't know. And most women don't have an issue with that because they're here to learn and you're trying to teach. But men would like to feel like we know already while we learn, yeah? Mommy, I tell you what to do with the fried dumpling, but yeah, do it too, you know. No, it will burn that way. And it burn every time we get our head tough, right? And there's something about how women listen. You don't burn enough.
Don't brush off that, man.
Can't scrape it off.
Can't scale off.
But yeah, so maybe I'm just saying that as some feedback because women care about the money to the 50% of the society. You want to, whatever it is in your group, not that you do anything wrong, but you want to maybe try and invite women there and find out why more women won't be there naturally. I'm sure they'll know they're hearing this. You're going to have a lot of women hitting you and wanted to get
Hopefully.
in.
So, ladies, you know, if you want to try and join 876 Invest,
Yeah, man. We're all open to it. And we have some women who, because we have monthly forums, you know, and we keep, so for example, at UE.
Yeah?
We just gather underneath the law gazebo. So look out for the monthly forums.
Well, yeah, so let me know, man, when you pass through, man. Pass through,
and we talk about current events. Anything big happening in the market. If there's a big IPO going happening that month, I'm expecting it.
Last February.
Guys, this has been earnings season. I'm at RT Row, Randy Row.
And I'm done at H&I.
There we go. And it has been earnings season. Thank you. Big up. Thank you, 876 Invest.
Big up.
Talk about
I'm
it.
going to try.
Tweet about it.
Earnings season, bro.